Boom, just like that. Man, I thought I canceled that shit. That shit was still up there. Start at 9. Damn. Let me get that shit out there right now. And I'm like, damn. Yeah, nigga. No, not tonight. I don't know even Kevin Sanders moved. Okay, nope. Yep. Shout out to the family, man. It's boy Swamp Boss, S.V.D.K, Argument League, AOI, Snapping Off Entertainment, man. Shout out to Big on the Track, Zero Cam. That's a Snapping Off fam. Shout out to Solomon Commission, the greatest Bay League on YouTube. Only the Bay League. No, on Earth. My bad. Only the Bay League on YouTube. Shout out to Knowledge Bond Allah. Shout out to the AOI. Shout out to the judges, the peers, and the reason why we hit the people of SVDL. Hit that like button in. This is the Argument League. This is the post-debate show for K.O.T versus Asiatic Ryan. Two opposite polars of each other. One's dark, one light, one's fast, one's slow. One is vibrant and energetic, and one is dead. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Shout out to both brothers for showing up, putting that work in. First of all, shout out to them. The link is pinned. That's what we're doing right now. Shout out to Blue Day Dreamer, Karate, Introvert L, man. Shout out to y'all. Fire debate. Can't wait to see what the judges say with them notes. Shout out to Scar Beauty. Yeah, Domo was busy. So once again, we got a cover for his ass. You know, just talk shit. Talk shit in it and don't show up for work. Trying to get in. Shout out to the fan. What y'all think the scores is? Let us get a guess, man. From 0 to 140 days, I think. Shout out G-Dap in the building. I think somebody's trying to get in. Okay. Thank you for being out in the building.
Shalom, everybody.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo. You real low. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Oh, okay. You good.
Yeah, my
Shout
bad.
out
I
to
just
you.
got off from
Y'all
work.
already know, man. You said what, bro?
Nah, I just got off from work. I didn't get a chance to really see the debate, man. How you think it went? How you think both of them did?
Did I give it a 106, 114 K.O.T?
Good.
Blue Daydream say 122, 110 Asiatic. Shout out to Blue Daydreamer.
They got 122 for that shit.
118.97 K.O.T. Karate introvert say.
That movement debate was bad. Goddamn, that 122.
Najiba Al-Taki, shout out to you. Yeah, man. I think Asiatic line started off strong. I think his fonts were too small. He needed more slides. He could have spread that information out. I don't think he was reading word for word, but them words was there. And I think he kind of got into a blurred conversation later on. His rebuttal was primacy, extra informationally, and his closing was rebuttally. K.O.T, I think he mastered the format. Has to go in the building.
What up, Taz?
Huh? No, go ahead. I'm gonna go on the patio. Yep, go definitely in the building. Let me see.
I'm here. What's cracking? Oh, man, I got like I said, 102 to 78.
Damn.
Pretty poor performance. I mean,
Turn
I
that camera on though.
He's dry as hell. Like K.O.T, just him being a debater, the way he debates is what kept me tuned in. Though he's a very entertaining debater.
Shout out to Asiatic for cutting that camera on though. Camera said I couldn't vote.
Yeah, because I thought
that live's canceled. He said, what, bro?
I thought he wasn't going to turn his camera on again because, last time he just didn't, like, fuck it. And so, yeah, this time he turned it on. That's a good look.
Nah, the punishment. I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow. So, y'all ain't got to worry about it. I'm going to just stream from my phone tomorrow, but I should be back to the crib Monday. I think tomorrow I'll last that down. Shout out to MJ. 117.87 K.O.T. Shout out to the Orthodox.
What tripped me out about that, though, is that I don't feel like either one of them hit the point hard, though. You know what I'm saying? Is the God of the Bible, the God of the Quran. I don't think either one of them did a good job of driving that point.
I think K.O.T. Let me see. I think K.O.T. didn't have to. I think K.O.T. position was firm enough that, Asiatic had to do some attacking. And he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the rebuttal, I expected a lot of K.O.T. information to be used, but it wasn't in my eyes. So I think K.O.T. did a good job at separating. He said, I don't see how he can separate the two books. He said, I got the Bible, you got the Quran, separate.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, what K.O.T. had to do all night. Yeah. It's basically what K.O.T. had to do all night. I think Asiatic had to do more of, even though they're two books, this is the unification. Even though it's different names, this is unification, stuff like that, which he did. I felt like he said what he could say. Hey, it's the same God. He just got a lot of names, K.O.T. asked a lot of good questions during his interrogation. I wish he had more, but he asked a lot. He asked. I wish he would have just. He had a lot of you dead moments that he kind of let slip away, But he definitely did the K.O.T. thing, and like I said, I think Asiatic had more mastery of the information, clearly. Um, K.O.T couldn't answer nothing about the Quran, you know? So
Right.
yeah, I think Asiatic Lion could have made this look a lot worse for K.O.T, but he kind of let K.O.T just stay in his lane and play his game, you know? He should have asked him about them, you know. He should have showed and displayed how K.O.T didn't know nothing about the Quran or the Asiatic language or the Arabian language, which you would have to if you're dealing with the Bible. Like I think he, you know, he wasn't mean enough. He just didn't. He, you know, he just wasn't mean enough.
Yeah.
But he could have made K.O.T look real silly in that debate, you know. But I think he respected the information too much and relied on that. But I think he could have did a lot of showing how K.O.T got no business having this debate in a sense. Asiatic is in the building. Shout out to the big bro, man. Great job on another good debate. What's good with you?
Peace, well, peace to the panel. Yeah, I think I did okay, but I know I needed more time on my premise. I should have asked for more time. I didn't judge the time well. And
Who
get
asked for 16 minutes?
yeah, that was K.O.T. I asked for I think asked for 15 with a 5 minutes or something like that. I think I probably need a little bit more. Or I should have just condensed the information.
Okay.
Yeah, you came back in that rebuttal round and finished your premise. That's a mistake.
Right.
You don't want to do that once your premise round done. That's it.
Right.
You don't want to come back and try to finish it.
I was hoping that's not what you did. That's what you did, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, basically.
That's what he did because he put his PowerPoint back up. That's the, you know what I'm saying? That's because if you word it in a rebuttal way, you probably won't get docked for it. But it was still kind of premise. You never used any of it to say, and you just said, you know what I mean? Like at least make it sound like a rebuttal. It didn't sound like a rebuttal at all.
Right. Right. Yeah, I got to work on that, getting the format down, pat, and all of that out.
Yeah, because K.O.T good at pulling that shit. He know that format. He think you ridiculous. You fucking up. Right. Orthodox Moore is in the building. Shout out to you.
Peace, Orthodox Moore.
Peace, fam.
Yeah. He coming to make you feel real small.
It's all right. I can accept the constructive criticism.
Yeah, that's fun too, man. Don't put nothing up that the judges can't read, bro.
Yeah, it was blurry.
It was small.
It was small.
PowerPoints, okay. All of them?
Most of them.
What it was the secondary writing on some of them.
Right.
Because if
yeah, like the primary script was small, and like Taz said, the secondary writing was like, I can't even make an excuse for this shit.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, you could just spread that information out over multiple slides. And I think you didn't read, so I think that was a good job that you weren't just reading all that shit for word. You know? Yeah, that's what's up, though. That's what's up. What you think the score is here?
Man, I probably came in right around where I came in last time, about probably like 99 or something like that.
Okay, and K.O.T has entered the room. The second half of the debate. What's good with you, big dog?
Shalom,
Peace, K.O.T.
Peace, brother.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think K.O.T did enough. I think, Asiatic line could have really took him into that language and, the culture. It was so many degrees of the information that he could have showed that K.O.T really didn't have no mastery of the information because he didn't. I think K.O.T job was easy. It was just to prove what people already believe. 2 books, 2 names, 2 different people. I think he did do more than that because his questions was excellent. I like his question, other than the obvious, But question about the Kabbalah stone and what else was it? Yeah, it was a few things. So, like I said, I think K.O.T got off easy on this one and stayed in the safe zone. But I do believe he was victorious in this one. What you think, K.O.T?
Yeah, I should have slowed down a little bit and changed up my voice a little more. But yeah, I only know certain points in the Quran. So I thought him going in try to hit something. But I just know the history on the Quran. That's why I went to that because it's not validated through history. I know he couldn't rebut that. No historian, scholar, yeah, no inscription, nothing. He can't rebut the history on it. But he could have went to the Quran and tried to do something. Because I only know certain stuff in that Quran. But I did a little bit of comparing and contrasting between, towards the end of the debate, to show that, when I said that was Surah 2 or 230, that's what I forgot to tell my brother. When they say you marry your wife, you divorce her after the 3rd time, she gotta sleep with another. That's Surah 2 and 230. Yeah, my guy don't accept that. That's why I said it's 2 different guys. Your guy let you do that. There's something wrong with that.
Nah, that's not in the Quran, brother.
I thought you go to Surah 2 and 230.
Good debate though, K.O.T. Respect to you, brother.
Asiatic
They
is
get
there.
debate,
It
brother.
doesn't apply to Israelites, fam.
Yeah. He put a source on your hands.
Just to be clear, Asiatic, it is there. It just doesn't apply to Israelites.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to take a look at it right now, Orthodox War.
Yeah, K.O.T. Just so you understand, like it doesn't apply to Israelites, and so the Quran also doesn't specify that or it specifically specifies that Israelites aren't supposed to use the Quran as a jurisprudence. They're supposed to use the Torah or the Injil.
Okay, yeah, I should have asked you a little bit about for this debate.
Yo,
I ain't no Quran man, but I know it's something from the verses. I do know. I know it's a difference to me. But I want my brother to check out Research Religion Institute. It's the historian and scholars that's what they proved that Mecca never existed before the 4th century BC as the city Mecca, and it was built by K.O.T, tribe of K.O.T or whatever. And it's by historians, scholars, and geographers throughout history. This place didn't exist until 8th century documents. This book, writings about it, none of it existed to 8th century of their claims.
8th century what?
AD.
what do you think about the people who say that Mecca is actually in Petra?
In Petra? No, it ain't no. See, it's toward. It ain't. Well, Mecca that they talk about is that they built. I guess it's over that way. But I'm saying the Ishmaelites, historians say them ain't Ishmaelites at all. They never was there. That they got mixed out, and most of them stayed in the Sinai. They never moved to that era of Mecca. That's why I say research religion.
Hence the question.
They clarify that they never even moved there.
Right, because the Bible talks about the Ishmael being in the deserts of Paran, which is not down in the
Yeah.
It's not in the
Yeah.
Right. That's why I'm asking about Petra, because it's right there, like you're talking about the Sinai.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's why I go to for that historical information. Is Religion Research Institute. They beat the Quran up so bad. I mean, it's the geographers, the scholars, and historians.
So
And it's the
what do
top
you
dogs.
think?
They destroyed it. And a lot of them Arabs, a lot of them Arab people. That's what I'm saying. It's Arabs destroying the Quran.
So what do you think
That's what they
about
telling you today.
what do you think about all of those biblical or Torah place names that are staged in Arabia, like Asir Mountains in Southwest Arabia and all of that, and Tiamat being in Arabia?
I don't know,
But
bro. You don't get to continue the debate. Let me ask you a question. Real quick. So Asiatic, like, so what? Why didn't you go into the Bible and try to prove your case in the Bible?
Well, I didn't. I misjudged the time. I did have more biblical references, but
Yeah, you was
I
talking
should.
about Obatala and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That was mad off topic.
What you say?
Like you was talking about like Obatala and whatnot. I'm like, oh, like don't do that. Like you should be in the Bible right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I just missed it. I had 60 slides. So
Sometimes you gotta scrap some. Less is more. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
your
So what you
brother,
have on the Bible? Then? Like what was your best Bible reference?
What you say you had 60 slides?
Yeah, altogether I had 60.
You ain't A9, nigga. You better cut that shit out, man.
I ain't say I was nobody.
Nah, well, no,
I'm
it's a
myself
joke.
for
No,
sure.
bro. I ain't saying like that. It's more of a joke than anything. But like,
Yeah,
A9 come with 50 or better slides. But the thing is, he know how to manage his time for him. So if you coming with 60 slides, your time got to be managed right.
Right.
So what slide you have on the Bible that
you
you
can
didn't
come with 60, but you got to be able to get them all in.
Right.
True.
Exactly. So what slide you have on the Bible that you didn't get off in?
I went into I think I went into one of them that the comparative when he compared Muhammad and monotheism, and I think some part of the book of Matthew. It's a scholar that I had got that information from one of the PDFs. And he went into Muhammad in the book of Matthew and how Muhammad lined up some ways in the book of Matthew.
Okay, so did you have anything with the cognates of Allah in Hebrew and Aramaic from the Bible?
Yeah, I think I had a statement from I had several of those, several like that.
Did you cite any prophets using that name though?
Jesus. He didn't say Allah straight, but he said Allah. That's in Aramaic though.
You didn't pull out the rest of the prophets using the same name?
No, I think I had Daniel, Jesus, and I believe one more. Yeah, but I understand that it's quite a few.
Scores. Let's get them scores, Solar.
With that.
Yeah, Solar definitely in the building, man. So
hey, what's going on?
Yourselves.
Peace, Commissioner.
Solar has finished freestyling the scores, decided who he wanted to win. So let's get that information.
so we get me that sugar buck at the end.
All right.
Yeah, go back. Everybody shekel.
Let me go ahead and share screen. Let's see where's this shit at? All right, so y'all want to see the
People's vote scores, then the notes.
And all right. Straight down the middle, no Pac-Man this time. Yeah. All right.
That's
so
the first.
22, 11 apiece. So they both made their 10-point criteria. We can get to the opening round. This is for K.O.T. In his opening round, he had sevens, a solid 7. All right.
I won't be mad at them being higher. I can see him getting 8s.
All right.
That's on the ground, though. Premise round,
7s as well.
keeping that motherfucking energy. Same uniformity, 7s. Both judges. That's what's up. They seeing the same thing, feeling the same energy.
All right.
Rebuttal round.
Okay, the rebuttal round. 8 for the rebuttal.
8. Damn, the judges are in sync like two Furbies. Shout out to them, man. 8.
Nah, I mean, I can't get 2 different scores, like, you know what I mean, if I'm doing both of them. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to keep that alive, you know.
There's no way that I could, like, if I give him an 8 on that one, I gotta give him an 8 on the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you just gotta switch hands when you type. See what your left side feel. Nah, rebuttal round 8 though. That was hard. I think I agree with that. I agree with that. Like I'm somebody.
Yeah, definitely on the 8.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Uh-oh, showing dominance. 8s in the rapid fire from the K.O.T. Don't let them slow it down. Them 9s. Don't let them slow it down.
Don't let them slow it down.
Yeah, I went a little bit too fast this one. I know it.
That's cool. It would be different if you hit the panel every day, let people get used to you, but you don't fuck with us like we fuck with you, so it's cool.
Start jumping on.
Shout out to the judges though, man. Solid 8s. There it is. Let's get to that closer. 7 and a 6. One judge didn't quite see what he needed to see. You know, 7 in the opening, 6 in the closing. You know what I'm saying? The other judge, like, yeah, opening, closing, 7. He's a 7 in the opening and closing. One judge was like, damn, he kind of didn't do in the opening what I need to see in the closing, you know. So shout out to him, man. 7 and a 6 in the building. Let's get that motherfucking all around the PowerPoint going. PowerPoint, 7 and a 5. Yes, I hate this PowerPoint.
Small letters.
For K.O.T, he had small letters on there?
Yeah, remember he had them pictures there unnecessarily, pretty much, with things written across the top and across the bottom.
For the picture drawing.
Them pictures was big as hell.
I don't know. I think that's a little low, though, in my opinion. The 5?
Yeah.
The 5, yeah.
I see better than the 5.
I mean, because the 5 is what you're supposed to lose for not having a PowerPoint.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's up to the 5 points. So I don't. Yeah, that's just like I don't know. I don't see that many points being taken off because the words were legible as far as the information.
Yeah,
it was very clear.
I'm just saying it could have been better, but yeah, I mean it wasn't.
Remember,
definitely wasn't.
He went second.
Yeah, he went
second.
He went second. Yeah.
So his shit was way more legible. That's how we saw his shit. It was like, bet I could read that. But I think it was still genuinely smart though.
Okay. Fair enough. So
then it looked like I don't know what the judge. I think I heard when I'm saying that it looked like a straight copy and paste. Boom.
well, this is PowerPoint and presentation, so it may not be the actual PowerPoint that the points are being taken off for.
Oh,
remember, it's the presentation as well. So.
Okay.
All right, so we have overall
7s. Powerful. Higher than a lot of brothers, man. Good, solid. He sees places he can improve already. So those
total.
That total is 109.
109.
I said 114. What'd you say? What did you say?
102.
Oh shit!
See? Train.
Did anybody say 102? Okay, for sure. Let's go to the other ones. Somebody has said, let me see. Asiatic 118, 122. Oh, Blue Daydreamer said 110, but she had Asiatic winning. So let's see.
All right, let's get it. Opening round.
No.
6 and a 4.
That niggas is quiet than a motherfucker.
No, I
Yeah,
had to
that's
come back in the
crazy.
YouTube chat.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that, bro.
And bro,
Judge
No,
too,
6 and a 4.
you know.
I think that's you know, he didn't I think it was the script still. I think his opening was kind of primacy. It wasn't like, you know, grand opening, which he admits he don't got that format down 100%. He's better at it, but you know, we saw it. We saw it in a couple of rounds. So yeah, I could see that in the opening. But that's the easiest round to improve. So shout out to him.
I mean, you know, just like make the opening sound like an opening. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about such and such. You know, what the title was the God of the Bible is in fact the same as the God of the Bible in the Quran, and I'm gonna be referencing different sources, mainly the Quran and the Bible. And you know, that's all. That's all.
Yeah, I think he went straight into definition.
Yeah, you ain't gotta, you know. It's just just go the easy route for the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just, you know, and then as you begin to debate, you probably could because I mean, the easy route will get you an 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely.
Let's get to that premise. 5 and a 4.
Now, who gave him the 4 the first round? Oh, yeah.
Say it again.
2-4. No, I just wanted to see who gave him the 4. So it's 2 4s from one judge.
Oh, this rebuttal about to be brutal, fam.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, when the premise didn't really sound on topic to me.
Yeah, I seen that. A lot of people were saying in the chat room that it wasn't on topic. So yeah, I had to run to my car, so I didn't really hear all of the premise.
That's what's up. Yeah, I think he took the long route. He has a lot of information. Remember, he had 16 minutes, and that still wasn't enough. And we just figured out he should have put the definitions in his premise, which means he needed more. He needed more time. He has a bunch of information on that. One of the harder things in the debate league is making sure you don't have too much on your plate, cutting the fat, and things that get straight to the point. If you have supportive things, they gotta be quirky, interesting. There's gotta be something that bring up their value other than they prove your point, because your first 5 bodies of evidence does that. You know, I know he's real strong on the language. That's hard to explain in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff he was going through. And I think if he would have knew K.O.T route, he would have had a whole different game put together. You know, I think he gave K.O.T too much credit about the in-depth of the information that was needed to prove this point, and it hurt him. I think they took away from his premise. Yeah.
Yeah, it just seemed like he. I mean, eventually he'll get it. You know, I mean, this still is not. It's just inexperienced. What I'm seeing, like, you know, just like learn the format. Once you get the format on how to frame the arguments, and this is like, you know, he got to learn. This is, you know, not to discredit, you know, but this is like, it's more McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? It's fast, but you know, you want it to be looking good though at the same time. You know, it's like, you know, so you're going a little too deep into stuff. You know what I mean? For competition. You know what I mean? You want to make the other opponent look like he don't know what he's talking about, or that you have a stronger argument. And you only got 10 minutes to really do it. And, you know, in the premise, in the rapid fire, I mean, in the rebuttal round, the rapid fire round is kind of like a back and forth. So you got to keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying? And when you're going in. So,
yeah, I think he sees that. Rebuttal round. What that say? A 5 and a 2. It's hard to say, but I can't disagree with it. The rebuttal round, you know, it's supposed to be like an interrogation round by yourself. He said this, I'm saying this. He showed this, I'm showing this. He said, and it wasn't. It was more of the premise, which, surprisingly to me, he admit. Yeah.
And what y'all see, right? I'm like, you know, y'all say Solomon. I'm the most lenient judge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I give a lot, you know what I mean? Like,
it's hard to
like,
get a 2 out of Solar Man, bro.
Yeah, I never get nobody a 2, like, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all be like coming at me. I'm lenient. That's what y'all don't realize. Like, I'm kind of lenient.
you put the protection rule on the judges.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all be like, yo, the other judges, yo, I don't want Solar Man. Shit, all right. Y'all niggas you gonna learn.
Yeah, man, move on from that, man. 5-2, great, wonderful, great judging.
All right. Y'all want to move on to the?
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, that's wonderful.
I'm interested in I'm interested to hear what Asiatic line got to say at this point.
Yo,
yeah, brother.
Yo,
I can see. I gotta learn the format. You know.
What's the dude name in the NBA? Debo. They called him Debo. What's that nigga name? They called him Debo. He played with the he got drafted by New Orleans. He was playing with what you call him over in New Orleans for a minute, and then he got hurt, and then he went to the
Nobody knows.
Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Nope.
I gotta look up his name. But that's how Taz is. It's like everything that he does, it looks extra. Like when he fouls somebody, it just looks extra when he does it because the way his face looked. Like, yo, you meant to do that shit, bro. But
but I think he see though. I think he see from what he just said.
No. Afro-Asiatic is gonna be a he's gonna be a top 5 debater. He just got to learn the format. I see what it is.
That's all it is.
He just got to learn the format, and he just got to know the terrain that he's working in.
Yeah, you know the presentation.
Have fun, bro. Like, it ain't deep, bro. Like, just have fun.
Yes, sir. I'm learning. Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely. So,
and
no question.
And your bullet points. The bullet points will help you clear that up real good because you'll be able to say, boom, boom, boom. These are 3 things, and this is, yeah. I just think you got a lot of information, bro. I think it's not from being a horrible debater at all. That ain't it. I mean, you have no personality at all. You're not marketable at all. Your voice is boring. Your face is boring.
Fuck out of here. Fuck you, mom.
No. But I mean, he's joking. But that's what I meant when I was saying like,
it's cool, bro.
That's what I meant when I said have fun. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, just You see how K.O.T. he was always throwing some old shit in there, like running and catching on fire and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Do not try to be K.O.T. though.
No, don't be K.O.T.
I'm just bullshitting. Like you cut your camera.
But no, it's a science to that though. Like he did that in the right mode. You gotta, because these people, bro, their attention span goes like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers' attention span goes quick. So if you ain't got the voice like a Taz, or if you ain't like, spontaneous like a Suave, you know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna be following. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they'll just start drifting off. The next thing you know, they talking about some other shit in the chat room. You know what I'm saying?
Correct, I got you.
Yeah,
show me shit. Show me shit. You cutting your camera on was a winner today. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter that you masked up. Just keep that. Just keep that.
We definitely be able to see you and everything.
Yeah, I think we both brought too much information.
We'll talk about that. All right, let's get to the
rapid fire round. I think you did do a good job in the rapid fire round. With the questioning, the line of questioning.
He got that format down.
Yeah, because that's like more so he does that on that's from the argument league. Like, you do that really on the argument league for the most part. Like,
through the format.
And he knows how to, corner his opponent too. So that's just something that you either you have it or you don't type shit.
Yeah. I liked his questioning. I liked his he had a nice handful of questions. I like the fact that he kept it, going K.O.T. He had burst, but then it died out. I was like, damn, but he had a couple moments, so it's cool. I don't think Asiatic had that energy to really destroy K.O.T. That would have turned this rapid fire into 10. I guarantee you.
Yeah, Asiatic, like this round, like you weren't giving a lecture, you were debating, right? Like, so whatever mindset you got for this round, take it to your debate prep. You know what I'm saying? Because like that, the moment you recognize you need a debate versus give a lecture, you're gonna be way more effective.
Here you go.
All right, let's go.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it.
All right. We need more talking more. He got the professional voice. Go ahead. Let's go.
Yeah, he always gets close the 6 and the 7. Yeah, it kind of was rebuttally. Thought it was going to be lower, but he did enough. 6 and the 7.
And I give him 13.
Feel like they were tied to rapid fire and closing.
You said what?
It looked like we tied to rapid fire and
No,
closing.
he beat you in the rapid fire.
Yeah, he beat you in the rapid fire. Y'all was tied in the closing.
What I had in the rapid fire?
8 and 8.
That was 8 and 7.
No. You beat him in the rapid fire. You got a 16, right? And he got a 15 in the rapid fire. And the closing, y'all both had 13s.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know why I thought Asiatic had a 9 and 8.
Yeah, so
6 and 7 on the closing. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think he's a great addition. We can easily see 2 points being made up on these rounds. Some of them 4 or 5 points. So, man, that's it.
Yeah,
man.
he started rebutting.
Yeah, he definitely did.
That what made me straight off to doing the same thing. I know what happened.
Yeah, he definitely did. You know, but that was because the opening had definitions in this sound primacy. You know, the premise kind of sound like it was off topic. The rebuttal was a continuing of the premise that was off topic. His closing was a rebuttal.
So like, his closing sounded like a premise, but his premise was off topic though. Yo, that's crazy.
He survived, bro. PowerPoint.
Okay, PowerPoint. 7 and a 6.
Higher than what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, because I think that K.O.T had the better PowerPoint, but he
had me, didn't he?
Yeah, because he got a 12 for the PowerPoint, and Afro-Asiatic got a 13. I think Afro-Asiatic had the better rapid fire round, but he get a 15 and K.O.T got a 16.
You think he got I think K.O.T did better in the rapid fire round. Those questions that he had, the Kabbalah.
Wait. Was the rapid fire round was when he was like, or was that a rebuttal where he was talking about like, said the Quran or 2 different scripts? Was that
that was his closing?
Oh, that was a closing.
Yeah, he said he asking how you gonna separate it. No, that wasn't a rebuttal. He said you asking how you gonna separate the 2 books. I got the Bible, you got the Quran. They separate. I said, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, that's trippy.
Yeah.
K.O.T, why Taz don't got that same paint you used in your presentation? That's hard.
Which paint?
The one with the lady looking off to the left with the earring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got that artwork. Yeah, no, I think the PowerPoint, because once again, K.O.T's look clicked and paste. It still was like, and I don't know why they highlight the yellow and the red in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That just looks ugly to me. And I think Asiatic Line formatted it was neat. It was clean. Just the script was too small. He didn't have a lot of pictures overtaking the PowerPoint. K.O.T did. K.O.T pictures jumped out, So I think the judges looked at that and was like, this, because I was one of them people, transitions, look, it's floating into a bird and it's flying away. And they was like, get that shit out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah. It gets kind of annoying me personally when I keep on seeing like the birds and then the fucking, it's opening up like a fucking curtain and then the shit sliding on it. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. I was going off. But
yeah,
that's necessarily what it is. So shout out to him, man. Cleaner, just bolden up those words, use more slides if all those words are necessary. But I guarantee you, and I think you know this now, all those words was not necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because the way that they teach and they speaking is like have that bullet point there and then just freestyle your information about that bullet point. Sub bullet points is cool, but to just have the whole paragraph of the information up there, nobody in the chat is reading it. If the judge has got to do that much work to read it, they're not going to read it. You know, I think you got away with that top point presentation. 7 to 6. That was healthy. Let's get that overall.
Overall,
I
5
feel
and
way better than Domo.
5 and 6.
5 and 6 overall. Got to. You got to, because he had tools and such.
I called it 87. You got an 88.
I can't remember whose presentation it was, but
So he got what?
He got an 88 overall.
Taz, what was your score?
What score? You said Taz or K.O.T?
Taz. Taz said Asiatic was gonna have an 80 something.
Oh, the prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said he was gonna have an 87.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
underscored it. It won't happen again.
I gave him a 106, 104, something like that. Probably 106 because I'm biased.
All right. So
overall, okay, that's cool.
right.
What was that?
That was 88. Yeah, that's one.
So what's the score? 88 to
109.
88 to 109. Did not get completely dusted by a experienced debater as K.O.T. And I think he easily
that was 19
sees
points, bro. That's
No, but it wasn't in the dust. Like it looked horrible because he got an 89, but K.O.T. didn't get 120 something.
Right.
You know, he's never gonna get an 89 again. I guarantee. Nah, but great debate. It was fire. K.O.T. you brought nothing. You had no reason to bring nothing. I know you.
Hey, I underscored it. It won't happen again. The rest of my debate's gonna be high school. I mean, I messed up. I brought too much information. I know what it was.
All right. So y'all want to look at the notes or y'all want to look at these?
Yeah, let's go through these notes right quick.
Damn, I should never.
I want to know what my PowerPoint was.
Huh?
This the post debate. The show. I'm gonna have to remove you until we get to a general discussion type of ordeal.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is, but shout out to him though. Somebody just came in. Yashar, General Yashar. Open the sound like a premise. Shout out to K.O.T. Decent opening. Outline exactly what he was going to do in the debate and what he requested from his opponent to prove in the debate. Okay. So one sounds like a kick in the nuts. One sounds like a pat on the back. Yet they both were sevens. Shout out to him.
Opening sounded like a premise. Decent opening, outline exactly what he was going to do in the debate and what he requested from his opponent to prove in the debate. Yeah. Okay.
He should have gave me a 9 with that, what he wrote.
Yeah, that sounds like 8, you know, at least, yeah. Okay. Struggle somewhat articulating the premise, but did present a methodological of compare methodology of compare and contrast between the God of the Bible and Quran. That's one judge. The other judge speaks about Muhammad is not connected to Ishmael and his genealogy. This doesn't prove that the God of the Bible isn't the same God of the Quran. He finally uses script to show the contrast between the gods of Israel and the God of Muhammad. Muhammad is not of Israel. Allah didn't find a benefit to have a son, but God of the Bible did. Finally starts getting into explaining the contrast between both God towards the end of the premise. All right.
Sound like they wanted a straight biblical debate. They ain't want no history and all that.
Okay. This is the rebuttal round. It says, solid rebuttal. K.O.T. noted that new information was introduced in this round. K.O.T. noted Mecca didn't exist before the 4th century. Abdullah, not the father of Muhammad, not linked to Ishmael. The other judge says, explains the synchronism with the compared naming, addresses how Asiatic was off topic, the entire premise, rebuttal with genetics, migration routes, and Nubians. Explains how he addressed the topic by showing multiple differences between God and Allah. Refers to his premise on how he showed Mecca didn't exist before 4th century AD. Is rambling for a while. Okay. Rapid fire round. First judge says, questions weren't prepared. The next judge says, controlled his rapid fire round and got Afro-Asiatic to acquiesce to multiple points. K.O.T. questioned him on to show the differences between God of the Bible and the God of the Quran. This is the closing round. It says, overall solid debate, was able to stay on topic. Anonymous. I said anonymous. The next judge. Closing could have been better. He was rambling on one point for too long. All right. All right, it's a PowerPoint presentation. PowerPoint was a giant meme. Damn. Yo, that's crazy. That shit just sound funny to me. He said,
I just asked out of that.
yeah, that nigga said it was a giant meme. All right. The next judge says, color font is difficult to read, specifically the green. Video content doesn't pertain to the subject matter. All right.
Oh wow.
Keep people woke, man.
Yeah. I guess you play with fire with that. You know, I thought it was funny. So, you know. Okay, so overall final synopsis. He stayed on topic. The next judge says K.O.T. did an excellent job sticking to the topic and argued well, showing that God and Allah differ. He shined well in the rebuttal and rapid fire round. Decent debate.
April gave me all 10 with that.
Okay, so
that first judge is Israelite.
I thought the second one was.
Now that second one against the Israelite, not against, but a non-Israelite. They went in the detail. Like, he was good. The first one said like they were disappointed in him. Like, damn, man, all right, he stayed on top.
Yeah. All right. So this is for Afro-Asiatic. It says opening round. Stated Allah is Yahuwah by using genetics, linguistics, phonology, and migration patterns. The next judge says opening sounds like a premise a bit, goes over various definitions, but doesn't really outline his objective in the debate. Didn't really address the topic at hand. Had a bit of a rough start. Did not have camera on. So this would be for the opening. Okay, yeah, he don't have to have a camera on.
Yeah. What bloodline he said? What Allah Yahuwah had? What they did? They were. I missed it.
Premise round. Okay, Judge One says premise clearly presented as a supposition that something may be true, even though there is no evidence to confirm it. Simply put, not on topic. The other just says goes over prophets in the Bible and Quran to show the similarities in their names, goes into genetics of several peoples, but doesn't connect it with God in the Bible or Quran, nor does it show that they are the same. Showcases farming in the ancient Near East, but again, did not provide a connection with the topic, never addressed God of the Bible nor the God of the Quran. All right. Rebuttal.
That was true then.
Rebuttal round. Gave more of his premise, presenting the linguistics evidence of the biblical names of God are Arabic in origin as supported in the Quran. Gave solid sources concerning one morphology. Rebutted Assad did not build Assad did not build the Kaaba, but agrees to K.O.T's premise that Arabs were in fact the Himyarites. K.O.T noted that new information was introduced in this realm. K.O.T noted Mecca didn't exist before 4th century. The other judge says, showing new information in the rebuttal that sounds like a premise, he is supposed to be addressing his opponent's points brought up in the previous round. Linguistic data and Abatala legend does not address what K.O.T was arguing. He shows that Allah is the most high in Arabic and in the Quran, did not camera on. So this would be rebuttal. Okay. All right. Rapid fire round. Strongest round of the debate. Term for TMH in the Bible, the term for the most high in the Bible, El Elyon and Allah, same prophets mentioned in both Bible and Quran. Control his rapid fire round, but defensively was not good at clarifying contrasts that K.O.T brought up. Allow K.O.T to control the narrative of the debate with his questioning. All right. Closing. Technical issues. Oh, yeah, it was a little mic issue. Technical issues. Closing was still off topic based on his opening and premise. There were technical mic issues on his end. Decent closing. All right. PowerPoint and presentation. Adequate. That was the first judge. Second judge says presentation was not always clear and legible to see. Had to rely on what the debater said instead of being able to actually see the presentation at times. All right. Overall final synopsis. Opening, premise, and closing were all off topic. Must work on continuity. Rapid fire round was best round based on preparations and of questions. Asiatic had a rough start sticking to the topic in the debate, but eventually came around in the rapid fire round. God or Allah was not mentioned in the premise, but was addressed linguistically in the rebuttal round. Didn't show the connections with genetics, culture, or peopling and their migrations with how the God of the Bible and the God of the Quran are the same. All right. So that is what it is. These are the judges. I know the first judge was an Israelite. Sounded more like an Israelite. All right.
Melvin is my judge.
Hey, that's hard. That note shit is fire.
All right. So these were the judges. All right. So
shout out to the judges.
Let y'all take a quick look at the standings so y'all can screenshot it and do all the good stuff that y'all like doing before I get up out of here.
Standings.
All right, so these are the standings as of today. All right.
And what was that final score?
That was a 109 to 88.
109, 88 bad.
Yeah. So here are the standings. Yeah, so K.O.T is sitting at number 6 with the 118 average. All right. And Asiatic, if the playoffs started today, he will be making it. Ranked number 16 in the Solar Vision Debate League with the 93.5. All right. So shout out to both debaters. You want to take a picture of this?
Already did.
All right. So I'll let y'all go ahead and do y'all 1, 2.
Domo comes right on schedule. This shit crazy.
Nigga, shut up. Shit went on schedule.
Man, say something else. Watch me kick you. This Domo panel.
Yeah, nigga.
You would
Fuck
not disrespect the host.
Fuck you.
Yeah, we got kick niggas out on Domo panel.
I'm fucking right. Nah, I better not talk too loud. She just sleep on the couch. Fell asleep watching this dumbass movie.
Damn, what movie?
Doom.
Wow.
Yeah, HBO Max.
What's up? TV sucks, man. YouTube's where it's at.
Definitely.
Shout out to the commissioner, man. Another good debate. Down in the record book, season 4.
Hey, so
Commissioner.
oh
Peace,
damn,
peace,
you know
peace.
what? I had her. Hold on, so look, damn, I forget where I wrote her email down, but Verbal Assassin, we got to get her an interview, dog.
Verbal Assassin.
Verbal Assassin, she got to get that smoke.
Oh, she want to join the league, or you just want to debate her?
She want to join the league.
Oh, okay.
And she said she got some sisters to join the league with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
She was out here talking cash shit.
Where you at?
Let me go ahead and
Psycho on.
Is let me see if the sister's in the chat. It just reminded me about.
But shout out to K.O.T, man.
Okay, yeah, Free Spirit. You could go ahead and submit it now.
Peace, Domo, brother Domo.
I'm interested in seeing it. Free Spirit. You can submit the survey now.
Hey, yeah, man. I feel like K.O.T did his thing though. I ain't really see all the scores.
You an agreement on the food?
But I definitely see the growth. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like that. Like he was clear. He was, you know what I'm saying. At some points, you know what I'm saying. You was kind of fast, but for the most part, like you could tell the difference between a veteran and a rookie in this debate for sure. Like sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, you know what I'm saying, depending on who debating. But he definitely, like K.O.T definitely did his thing. Yeah, I mean, y'all better watch out for my nigga.
Yeah, he's gonna pull off an upset in that playoffs.
That's my lowest score I'm gonna get right now. I know exactly what I did wrong.
I already see it. Somebody gonna be mad as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looks like he's gonna K.O.T.'s gonna pull off my prediction. He's gonna pull off an upset.
Especially after they hold him, after they hold my nigga last year, man.
Yeah, because that's gonna be like a 4 or 5 matchup somewhere on one side. He's gonna be battling.
Yeah, K.O.T gonna get somebody out the playoffs.
Suave, you know, Suave good for a 4th or 5th seed, you know.
Nah, he's up there. He's number 3 right now. He's good for 4. He's a lock for that, huh? He's a lock for the 5th spot.
Okay, next nigga.
Yeah, y'all laughing too long on this shit.
Niggas bonding over
yeah. Swab one of them niggas like he'll let you laugh like, all right, nigga. Let's move on.
Niggas start giving each other daps and shit.
Yeah, like it's a joke of the year or some shit. Goddamn.
You my brother after talking about Swab.
It was pretty good though. It was a good one. Like Suave, I usually get my best ones off on Suave.
Yeah. Because I set myself up. My whole existence is a setup.
Yeah, bro. After that nigga told niggas he used to walk up and down the streets with rocks in his pocket.
On my life, nigga. That was that pistol.
Actually, I'm like with niggas with the my boy Roy.
My boy Roy. On my life. That shit made me. I be thinking about that shit, bro. Them hallways is quiet. You know how quiet it is? In elementary, bro, them hallways. You just vip.
Okay,
vip,
so we
vip.
have a new judge.
Okay.
That would be Free Spirit. That Free Spirit. And
Free Spirit be talking reckless in the chat.
Did Psychopatheist become a judge?
No, he didn't. He never contacted me. If that's what he wanted to do.
Oh damn! I thought he was fucking with us.
Okay, so do y'all want to see her? Because I had her, do a kind of a mock to see what she would have scored. Do y'all want to see that?
Hell yeah! Let's get her out of here as soon as possible.
Right.
Shout out to Free Spirit.
Yeah, go ahead. So
this was ridiculous.
Free Spirit, did you submit the points? Oh, okay, you did. Oh yeah, it just came.
And she ain't protected by the judge law yet, neither.
So we can.
Wait, let's check this out. It's interesting. Okay, so
shit, it's a test.
Can y'all see? She would have gave her 8.
She fired.
No, but that's what y'all said. I thought it was an 8 too, though. I thought it was
she hired.
I'm bullshitting.
A couple y'all said it was an 8, right?
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
All right, so.
All right.
And I think she's gonna be a little easy because
But this is just one round now. We don't know what the rest of this is gonna be.
But I'm just saying, I think she is though.
Let's not jump the gun now. Is this the beginning? K.O.T.
I thought it was
first, right?
Yeah, I thought it was an 8 too. I thought it was an 8.
Judge, y'all run the building.
Okay, premise was an 8 as well.
I can get.
I thought it was an 8 too.
She's safe. We ain't got enough proof to get out of here yet, but we still desperate.
That's it. She's still on thin ice.
I want to say this. I want to say this real quick about Judge Free Spirit. She has been welcomed to the judges' table, so she is on the judges' board.
So she protected.
Hell no, but listen, she still gotta get this one. We gotta get this one off.
Man.
She gotta get this one off.
We gotta call her stupid once.
No, you're not gonna call her
no, we don't. No, we don't. I didn't say that shit. This nigga.
What about the chance that? Let's see what she said.
I think she's doing a good job. 8 and an 8, man. That's safe. 8. Come on, fam. She naturally a fucking judge.
She hired already.
Nah, rebuttal. All right, rapid fire.
Oh, fam. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Okay.
I'm fucking with it. Go ahead. Close.
No, there wasn't no 5, 6.
Yo.
That's hard.
That's what I'm talking about.
But yo, you know what? That's crazy because all that shit still even out to be like the same shit.
Yeah, everybody said I scored low.
Yeah, they see things.
So yeah,
that shit say 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. That's funny than a bitch. What about the overall
PowerPoint presentation overall?
PowerPoint presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was around that much for K.O.T. I
dead on point.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm a fan of the little funny shit, and the words were clear to me, so I don't know. I didn't,
No, I'll just be honest. It just looks like it's just thrown together.
When he had like the different highlights, you're saying, like when he had the highlights.
Yeah, it's like, and it's the way it's formatted. Like one sentence over here.
I think it was more so like compare and contrast. Like this is what he's saying, and this is what I'm saying, type of shit. That's what I was getting.
The PowerPoint also. That's why we have PowerPoint and presentation.
Right.
If we have to look at that presentation for 2 hours, it gets a little confusing because of the background. We're just saying plain letters, just plain. But if you're going to use photographs, that's fine, or video, but just plain letters helps everybody to see it better. Because a lot of times for judges, we have even though you guys are debating, we have to go back at times, right? Because y'all might be getting ready for your rebuttal round, the break. So sometimes we have to go back to the premise round to make sure we're getting the notes. And sometimes it's hard to pinpoint where you were, what we were talking about, or trying to find what we see because we can't read. So that's why we do that, right? So sometimes just keep it plain. Pictures, videos is cool, but just keep it plain so we can read it.
Yeah, I agree with that. He said, because I see the idea. Solar says, okay, the yellow is what I'm saying, the red is what they say. Just put he says, I say.
Yeah.
That would be more simpler, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I keep my shit kind of basic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if you look at Suave's presentations and you look at Domo's presentations, you're gonna be good. I ain't saying you got to do everything that they do, but if you just look how easy it is to read, especially Domo's, I can always go back to Domo's slides and say, okay, because he's marked his slides. He'll say this was 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D on this slide, and I can go back and say, okay, I know what he said here, or I can make myself a note saying, okay, even though I'm following the debate, I can make a note and say, okay, I need to go back and look at his slide that he marked 3C. And then I can remember and follow what he said. That way I don't miss what he's talking about. So look at those two examples as far as I judge the best, and then you'll be better off. And I'm just saying this for the new debaters that's coming in.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
hey, real quick, and also you can always, it's websites that show you what colors go with the best background and like what colors to use as a background, like what it means. For example, you know what I'm saying? Like certain colors, like just cognitively throw off the vibe when you're trying to do certain shit. Especially when you got it on the like certain words on the wrong background. You know what I mean? So shit, if niggas want to do something different and try to be creative and throw some shit in there, just definitely figure out like how that
Just
shit
use
gonna
the
look
suggestion
before.
list. If you got PowerPoint, they have, as soon as you throw something on the screen, a lot of the times, it's gonna open up a side menu and have suggestive layouts. And you can just scroll through them and say, okay, I want this. And then just press new slide. And it's gonna keep dropping down new slides with that same format. The words already, you know what I'm saying, fucking chosen in font. You probably can increase, but the color and all of that stuff that it's already handled if you on PowerPoint. You just gotta be fucking smart.
All right. I think I did too much. Cause my last debate I had to go how my presentation. I know I had I went off somewhere.
Boy, the way you act, bro, we lucky. Your ass,
bro, you right. You be getting
and he be having a good time and that, but hey, soon as you bring that nigga on this camera, that nigga crack.
I know, right? Right. Yo.
He's like, this nigga dead, dog. What did you think after that when you heard his rebuttal?
His rebuttal? You mean his second premise?
Damn.
I said, what?
Yeah, and you got to think, because when we're debating, you have to control the pace of your mind. You know what I'm saying? The judges got to do the same shit because they don't want to miss nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to misinterpret it. So they looking for stuff to make sure they get. And when you put a lot of distracting things in the slide, that's why one of the judges said, man, the video had nothing to do, because they was looking for that video to give them some information on the topic. And they couldn't just get over the fact that it wasn't. It was just a video. And it was
they got pictures. the information. That was for the people in the chat.
Then you saw execution or something.
All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. We
That nigga
have
somebody getting a head cut off.
overall. She 80
Okay,
up.
8.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
shout out to Free Spirit, man. She ruled both of them.
She what?
Did she judge both of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, the way the form is structured, you have to fill out everything.
All right, good job.
Afro-Asiatic.
Damn. Shout out to Free Spirit. Okay.
So we know that top one is Jara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Melvin's sister. Free
That was funny.
All right. So premise. Ooh.
You lucky she wasn't active on this one.
Y'all see what I'm saying?
She wasn't too far.
He said she wasn't too far
because he
that
never
K.O.T?
connected it. Yeah, he never connected that. I mean, it was never connected at 1 point to that Quran. Crazy. Not 1 point connected to that Quran.
Yo, this nigga,
still beat that nigga up.
Damn, how many Arab memes you gonna have up in your shit though, my nigga? Like, damn, like
debate over with. Yeah, that's jiggy though. Let's get to that rebuttal. Yeah, when there's a 2 and a 5 on the board, a 4 cannot be screw nines. Nice job.
All right. So
rapid fire. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Damn. Shout out to Yara's sister.
But she hired.
Nah, that's cool though. Cause it she in the building.
Right. So closing.
Yeah.
You got our sister again. See, there was the 6. The 6. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was trying to remember the closing round. PowerPoint presentation. A 7.
That's crazy. That's crazy. She got that format. She understands. Unless this was just a
because she actually had the point format like a couple of weeks ago. So okay. she had time to look over it. Overall, she gave the 5.
That's what's up. Like she was up there like 9s and 10s.
Yeah.
She'd have been dust. You had to get her out of here. Nah, that's a good job. That's a great job.
Y'all crazy.
All right. So let's look. Y'all want to look at the
notes.
The notes. Let's check out her notes. Let's check out.
Let them feel all this pressure as we scrutinize her every move. Opening sounded like a premise. Oh, the topic is incorporated into the opening. Fantastic energy. Okay, she's a compliment.
That's K.O.T. Okay.
Excellent sources. Great use of the Bible and Quran verses. The compare contrast was needed to drive home your point, and you did well with that. The beginning of this round was a bit slow, but you brought it home towards the end. There it is.
I think that's excellent. And we're all saying the same thing, to compare and contrast.
That's what's up. Shout out to S.V.D.K.
That's true, because I was slow in the beginning. She's right. I should have brought all that historical stuff,
Yes. Shout out to Boomhauer.
Rebuttal.
Started out rebuttal, rebuting Afro-Asiatic points. Again, great energy and humor. Great use of time in spite of not having much to rebut. Ooh, shots.
Yeah, and again, we're all lining up. Solid rebuttal.
Definitely. Definitely. The rapid fire round.
Answered Afro-Asiatic's questions. Good control of your round. Insinuated that Allah was not the name of God. You asked Afro-Asiatic to Google the term. Even a 5-year-old could. I did an Oxford's definition of Allah, the name of God among Muslims and Arab Christians.
Damn, shots fired. Even a 5-year-old could. Yeah.
An Arab Christian. He could have actually used that one.
Yeah.
For argument.
Yeah.
But
solid commentary again. I like it. It's insane.
Yeah, fuck with.
Closing.
Felt like rambling. Not much of a closing. Boom. Just when you thought she liked you.
Yeah, I mean, again.
How about she just writing down what she sees? Yeah.
She said it felt like rambling, not much of a closing. So I mean, again, that's in sync.
Right. So PowerPoint and presentation.
Well constructed. The color background contrast was decent and your slides were not wordy. Lastly, the images and illustrations added charm and humor, which shows that you took into consideration the audience and kept them engaged. Melvin.
There you go.
but let's listen to what she said, though, right? But we see the difference with a PowerPoint and the presentation. See, a presentation can be slightly different to someone else because a judge might like those types of things, right? So on the PowerPoint and the presentation round, there's some technical things that we all look for, but if it can keep a person engaged, as you were saying, Swar, then that might go for a higher score. So this particular type of presentation kept her engaged, right? And so that I don't think you can really get too much of a right or wrong, far as judging in this particular thing, PowerPoint. Except, it's like for me, I put the PowerPoint was a giant meme. That's because I really wasn't that sold on the way it was formatted, right? Because I like to see just clear presentations, right? Melvin, he said, color font is difficult to read, specifically green. Video content doesn't pertain to the subject matter. So he's still looking for information, right? Melvin's always looking for information from the beginning to the end, right? I'm looking for the format. This judge here said, look, I like the flash. I like that you drew me in, and I like you made me laugh. And I don't think anything is wrong.
So what is the definition of decent though? Because decent is more like okay type of thing, right?
Yeah, I think decent is adequate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that'd be PowerPoint and presentation for K.O.T. Overall.
Overall rebuttal. Work on enunciating your words. Let me say that again. Rebuttal. Work on enunciating your words, K.O.T. At times, the words run together. The point you're trying to make is lost. Rapid fire. Make sure that you always know the answer to something that you are asking someone else. Make sure you know the answer to something that you are asking someone else to produce a definition or source. Referring to the Allah definition, you ask Afro-Asiatic to search. Closing. Summarizing your main points of discussion and explaining how you hit your points would really help in your closing. Man,
I think that's an excellent synopsis you gave.
Yeah, that's professional advice.
I think that's excellent. So shout out to Judge Free Spirit, man.
Shout out to Sister Sass coming back as Free Spirit. There were a lot of concepts.
Judge Free Spirit on y'all neck. Y'all better know that.
My bad. There were a lot of concepts introduced, but there wasn't enough done to incorporate the concepts with the topic of this debate. Agreed. The naming of the prophets really didn't add to the topic at hand. Migrations, groups that migrated, etc., do not demonstrate if the God of the Bible and the Quran are the same or not. You gave great information, but it wasn't related to the topic. This whole round felt like you were debating something completely different. The word God was never mentioned once, which is devastating.
That's funny as hell, man. I love the way she's wearing that because she's talking to you like how your mama talked to you. Like, nigga, get this right. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's clear and concise. I think it's professional. She clearly paid attention to the debate, right? And was clearly engaged. And that's one thing you want all your judges to be paying clear attention. That's the most important thing. You know, so, you know, that's why I give her, you know, big shout outs on her first run with this. You know, again, as we said earlier, you know, man, welcome to the board.
All right. Rebuttal.
My bad. First time mentioning the word God in this debate. Good job. Continued on with the presentation, which did relate to the topic at hand. Refuted the Kabbalah and Arabia at the end of the presentation with about a minute left on the clock. Nothing more. This time would have been better spent actually refuting K.O.T's points.
Yeah, excellent synopsis again. You know, and again, I think we all saw the same thing. In this
Rapido. Strong question. Dominated your round. Your strongest round in this debate. Answer K.O.T's questions. That it.
Yeah, more continuity from all judges is great.
Closing. Felt more like a rebuttal than the closing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was.
Yep. Yep.
All right. PowerPoint presentation.
Beautiful aesthetics. Beautiful aesthetics. Too wordy. If you use bullet points, your presentation would be more readable.
You just threw that in there, huh, Domo? You made that in work. You forced that into that word.
The ancient Abraham civilization slide was not legible. Even you mentioned it was choppy. This should have been cleared up before adding it to a slide or summarizing with bullet points. Adding that image as a source. Too much fluff that didn't relate to topic.
Hey. Perfect.
Overall, perfect. Let's hurry up, get this nigga out of here. Rebuttal. My advice going forward, it wasn't even worth mentioning. What you did today, I already told you that. I got some advice for
you. No, it's more. It's more.
No, I'm at the bottom. My advice going forward is to jot down what you disagree with and start the round with those points. Rapid fire. A note. Make sure you keep your opponent reined in with their answers so as not to run your time down. Long answers are a stalling tactic. K.O.T is good at stalling.
Well, she gave you some commentary and some advice. She made it into a teachable moment.
Yeah, fish.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth before the debate.
Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the active members of the channel.
All right. Judge Erica.
Shout out to Judge Erica, man. Shout out to Judge Melvin as well.
I'm still calling her free spirit.
It's a blessing, Judge. I remember that, Judge.
You undermining her authority.
Shout out to the
undermining her authority. She wants to be called Judge Erica.
All right. She didn't even say that, nigga.
She wrote it down.
That's what she wanted to be called, Judge Erica.
No, that's what she wrote on the thing. She didn't say that's what she wanted to be called.
All right.
That niggas
is screen sharing is
so
okay.
Whenever he called. All right. Good.
All right.
Yeah, good shit, K.O.T.
Yeah, congratulations, K.O.T, for the win, man.
Hey, you know, Madame rescheduled that debate too, Suave.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so
tell Madame to pull up, Sully.
You said pull up.
Yeah, tell Madame to pull up.
He ain't fucking with y'all, nigga. All right, I'm out of here, man.
All right, peace to you, man.
Shalom.
Peace to you. Hold it down. Black power. Man.
He does.
No, that's what's up, man. Debaters, anything y'all want to say? Add to the conversation? Cuss each other out about?
I let Brother Asiatic throw me off a little bit of that debate.
Yeah, good debate. Good debate, K.O.T.
You two,
I just got to get the format.
Brother, good debate. Yeah, you had some good information, but you just didn't hit it with the topic. That's all it was.
Yeah. I feel like for the debate to be about what it was, like, don't none of that genetic shit matter. You know what I'm saying?
I got to opening. I had to condense the opening so I could have got to more points.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just
I
some,
would
just like, cause the question was about the
needed too much
same
time for
God, not was they the same
condense.
people. It was like, are they the
I
same
mean,
God?
the premise. Excuse me, the premise.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, your argument was flawed because the question of the debate was, is it the same God? Not are they the same people? That's the distinction. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you needed more parallels and shit that like affirm, like, you know, niggas always say the Quran affirms the Torah or whatever the fuck.
Do.
I don't really know what that means, but niggas say that shit often.
Yeah, it's the same thing in both of them, basically.
Right, but so that needed to be, you needed to go through every example possible of the Quran affirming the Torah. You feel me? Not like whatever, all that shit that you showed, like the migrations of the people, all that shit was like totally irrelevant. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of took you out
relevant in
because
the
it's
sense that the people lead to it. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, though.
I mean, it's in terms
it
of
was
answering the question. In terms of
yeah.
answering the question of the debate, like the question of the debate was, are the gods the same?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Migration patterns don't answer that question. Yeah, you
When he asked you what was the name of the God of the Bible, why didn't you say Allah?
I said Allah. Thought I said Allah.
You said Yahweh.
I said
Nah, you
High.
said Yahweh.
I waited on him to say it too.
Well, that's what Jesus said. He would have said Allah.
Yeah, you got to
but
do
nah,
that.
but I'm trying to tell you, the Bible, Allah and El, that just means God. And it's angels coming, and you see two different angels coming under the same name. That's why I said it's not even I got name. He got a name.
K.O.T, why you ain't drag him about that Kabbalah? When you asked him the Kabbalah stone, was it built to praise Allah? He said, yeah. Why you ain't kill him, bro?
I don't know what I was thinking, man. I stuck too much to that historical stuff. That would threw me off. That would
I think you went into like real scholar mode. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'd have showed, man. Nigga, show me that in the Bible.
They all had,
man.
temples. They had temples too. Jacob had a stone. You know, they had different temples and monuments.
Man, none of them stones meant to praise the Most High.
So
See, I brought it up.
Yahweh ain't finna give
Solomon
you
was
no structure at all to praise, bro.
Symbol. It's the Ka and the Ba.
Bro, they is walking around this thing, touching it and bowing to it, bro. Yahweh ain't about that shit.
It's a symbol. It's a symbol of black people. That's why.
Yeah, Yahweh said ain't no size.
Why Muhammad kissed the stone, Asiatic?
Because it's a symbol of black people.
And you said Muhammad was an Israelite. You said that Abraham. You said Muhammad
was an Israelite.
And you said Abraham was a Muslim.
Abraham was a Muslim.
Who taught him Islam?
I didn't know what he was talking about.
Who taught him Islam? What's the date of Abraham? What's wrong?
The consonant root is older than the word Islam, Spar Boss.
You said what, bro?
The consonant root go back to Akkadian, Sumerian, You know, the consonant root is
No,
older
I'm
than
asking you, when did Abraham exist and when did Muhammad receive the Quran, bro?
You already know.
So how is Abraham gonna be a Muslim?
23 years. Because Islam existed. Islam existed before Muhammad.
That is not the
It's in the
truth, and
I
cave.
you
know.
know it.
It is the truth.
He know that ain't true.
It's in the it's
He
in the
googling right now.
Akkadian. It's in the
Hold on, let me
Sumerians.
get educated. In what form did Islam exist before Muhammad?
The term Muslim exists in Mesopotamia before. It's a king called Muslim, but he didn't go by the name of a king, because in Islam you can't be the king. God is the king.
Okay,
That's why they had amirs.
so in what form did Islam exist before the brother
Sun, moon, and
Muhammad?
stars that you see on the Mesopotamian steles. It's the same system.
Man, come on, man.
Nah, Muslim is
Yeah,
not the
all right.
same thing as Islam. See, that's what
Yeah,
he don't
all right.
understand. See,
Sun, moon, and
because
stars
Islamic
is on
is
the
not the same thing as a
Mesopotamian
Muslim.
steles.
He think that's
It's
the
on the
same
steles.
thing. No, but
I
a
don't think it's the
Muslim
same
is
thing.
not
It's
the
the
same
same
as
motif.
Islam. That's what I'm telling you. For what you're trying to say, we know descendants of Ham. You would call a Muslim, but they didn't practice the Quran or Islam. That's what I'm saying. They had their own guys they were.
Well, why do you say shalom alaikum in
I don't
Hebrew
say
then?
shalom alaikum. I say
Well,
shalom.
you can.
I say shalom.
You say shalom. You
Shalom,
say
brother.
shalom. It's all SLM. It's just like salamu in Akkadian. So you got to
Who
study
made the
the
Arabic
whole
language?
Afro-Asiatic language family. You got to study the whole
No,
Afro-Asiatic.
who made the Arabic language? Though, what I'm trying to figure out. Tell me that.
Who made the Arabic language? You should be asking how is El Elyon come from
Nah, man,
Allah?
that's my question, man. Who made the Arabic language, man?
That's what you should be asking. How do El
Who made the Arabic
Elyon,
language?
Most High, come from ALA, which is Arabic? How that happened? How old is Arabic really?
Who made Arabic? You still ain't get to it.
Yoruba speak. Yoruba language is 50% Arabic because they old ass Arabic.
He does 50%.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
man. See, what you
50%
gotta
Arabic
understand, because y'all
because
saying
they old ass Arabic.
Allah.
They
That's
old
you
ass Arabic.
can't compare Allah to El Elyon and the
Yeah,
Most
okay.
High is what you're not understanding as being the name.
The Dogon,
He's a title.
are old Arab that left a long time ago, like 50,000 years ago. They came out. The
Hold on,
Dogon came out.
what do Muslims believe though? What do y'all believe?
What the Muslims believe?
Who made Arabic? Who came up with that language?
Hold on. Afro-Asiatic. You said the Dogon were Muslims?
No, I said the Dogon are genetically are old Arab. They came out of the area of Arabia and Levant. Dogon. They have Levite cosmology. These priesthoods is older than what we see in the Bible. Bible is only applying to a certain epoch. Our people was moving under these systems before. Is the Levite motifs is in Dogon cosmology. How the fuck that happened? It's because they came from there a long time ago. Their genetics say so. They are old ass E-mark that peeled off early, off EM96. And they go out in Mali and they start speaking Niger Congo because they was out there so long, they picked up the language. But genetically, they cluster with Afro-Asiatic language speakers. They create a sky goddess in Mu Dagon. That's Asiatic all day, every way you look at it. Where they get that from? And they got the science of Sirius. And Sirius is in the
You saying they Ishmael? That's what you saying?
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. This should be sounding better in your head.
I don't care. It
Are
don't
you
matter.
saying that Ishmael? That's what you saying?
You can fact check it. The Dogon systems have Levite
Nah, it's not even like
cosmology in it.
I'm not saying like what you're saying is a lie. I'm saying like because I'm pretty sure like I don't think you stupid. I think you collect. you can consolidate information. I think the conclusions that you draw from the information is just like, I don't
Narrative.
know.
How they get Anu Dagon? You know, I'm just asking a reasonable question. You know, why is there a
Yeah,
sky
but that's what
god
I'm saying.
Anu Dagon?
The point of research is to have an answer to that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I know
saying?
the
So
answer
it's like,
to it. It's because it's Asiatic concepts.
what is
They
that?
they
To call
branched
it
off.
Asiatic though, like that's what I'm saying. Like I
Well,
guess this is the point I want to get to.
Afro-Asiatic. I mean Afro-Arabians. I don't mean no white. You know, I ain't talking about no chicken shack Arabs.
But I guess that's my point though. What's the significance of the Asiatic part? Like to say Asiatic, that stuff is Asiatic. What's the significance of that?
Because is most people when they look at the Afro-Asiatic language systems, they don't look at them like it's essentially all black language. It's more black people speaking Afro-Asiatic languages than it is them Arab looking people. It's more dark-skinned people. But when we hear Hebrew and Arabic, the first thing people think about is some modern day Lebanese, some modern day Saudi who is really a Ashkenazi. They already
So
admitted that they not the originals. The people that is the originals, they in small pockets. They
so
dark
again
skinned.
though, so again, so if we coming back to it, the question that I asked though, the question that I asked is when you focus on like identifying that it's Asiatic, what is the significance in that? So I hear you describing like, you know,
Chadic speakers,
who's
people off the coast
adopted.
of Lake Chad, Bagara, Lani.
Okay, now you're
Yeah.
just naming stuff though. I'm asking you to
No,
explain
these is the
what the
people that I mean.
Look at my babies.
hold on. Understand what I'm asking though. What
Mhm.
is the significance of identifying certain practices and spiritual systems as Asiatic? What's the
Well,
significance of that?
it's not my significance. It's what the historicity
I
say,
didn't see. I didn't
Domo.
say nothing about. Hold on. I didn't ask
It's not
about
mine.
your significance. I didn't say nothing about your significance. I'm asking the question. What is the significance? What are you explaining about these systems when you describe them as Asiatic? What are you explaining about that? Like, why is that important? I feel like
Well,
niggas don't like, and to be honest, to the larger question, this is gonna help you in your debates too, because niggas be providing a lot of information that's really ancillary. It's not primary information. It doesn't prove the actual point of what it is you're trying to prove. So that's why I'm asking the question. One of the things that you like to identify is, like you said in this conversation, you pointed out that it was Asiatic. I'm asking what's the significance in that? What does it mean to identify it as Asiatic?
If it cuss you out.
And I mean, and to be honest, bro, like I ain't really putting you on the spot. So like you can sit on it, you can think about it. But I think that'll go a long way and like with the shit that you be trying to get across. Like if you sit on that question and figure out like a clear.
Are you Afro-Asiatic outside of Africa and Asia?
Hold on.
It's all in
Well,
Africa. That's the thing.
I'm
It's
saying,
certain.
but you outside of Africa and Asia. Ain't no
It's,
American in there. You an Afro-Asiatic American.
it's not though.
I'm just asking you, is you an Afro-Asiatic American?
That's
Yeah, when you
childish, bro. He
Can you
really,
put that in your name?
my nigga really had something he could sit and chew on, and Suave come with the bullshit.
all this.
Afro-Asiatic, there were Negroes that make sure with in that land, the Asiatic landmass with these Asian
What you
type
say,
people.
bro?
The Afro-Asiatics are Negroes that mix with the Asian type people that was in that landmass. That's why they call them Afro-Asiatics.
You said, is that what they are? Oh,
No, I'm
no,
saying
that's
that's why I'm saying that's the information I got on why they call them Afro-Asiatics. It's Negroes mixed with these Asian type people in that landmass over the Asian area, Asia, or
no,
whatever you
no.
call it.
The majority, most of them is back in Africa anyway. They indistinguishable from sub-Saharan Africans. Most of them we identify as sub-Saharan African. They really basically Eurasians. You know that's the thing. They Afro-Asiatics, but we identify them as sub-Saharan Africans because they went below sub-Saharan Africa. but they really people from Arabia, the Levant, Africa fame. Talk about it on her channel.
It showed they come from Africa before that, but they got out of Africa, then they migrated to the Levant and all that stuff.
Yes, they gestated in the Levant for over 100,000 years.
Yeah.
But it makes the Bible and the Quran narrative about 1,000% more likely.
No, that's why I was trying to get you to show me all these migrations.
It makes the Bible and the Quran narrative 1,000% more likely.
Had a surah or something with them. That's that. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to show that those people that migrated, that they had a surah. You know what I'm saying? For the Quran or something. That's where you're supposed to show.
And they certainly do.
You got it. I want to see
a lot of them do.
Show me a surah from the people that migrated.
Saba is one of them, chapter 34. That's for the Queen of Sheba right there.
That nigga said your Quran written by 13-year-olds.
Nah, he don't.
Hey, Hey,
K.O.T.
you know that, right?
K.O.T. don't know nothing about the Quran, Swab boy.
Nah, finna read it. Hold on.
If he did, he would know that it go right with the Torah.
I'm finna show him. I'm gonna look for it real quick.
If he knew about the Quran,
oh, here you go.
Study Quran, he would know.
Islam.org. You hear me? I think this is right here. A youth, not yet 13, walked up to the ranks. He was confident and alert. He held a sword, which was as long as, or possibly slightly longer than his own height. He went up to the prophet. May God bless him and grant him peace, and said, I dedicated myself to you, messenger of God. Permit me to be with you and to fight the enemies of God under your banner. Now, the story to my he too young, but I'm going to get down. He the one documenting the story. Let me read it. Hold on. Go down. Okay, the prophet, peace be on him. Listen to Zai. His name Z-A-Y-D. Reciting some surahs he had memorized. Watch it. Hold on. His recitation was clear and beautiful, and his stops and pauses indicated clearly that he understood well what he recited. The prophet was well pleased. Indeed, he found that Zai's ability to exceed condemnation, and he had been given by his relative. The prophet then set him a task which required intelligence, skill, and persistence. Zai learned the writing of the Jews for me, instructed the prophet. At your command, the messenger of Allah, replied Zayd, who set about learning Hebrew for enthusiasm. And he became quite proficient in the language and wrote it for the prophet. See, that's how they got our stuff. I was trying to tell you. I just didn't put this in the debate. He wanted to communicate with the Jews. Zayd also read and translated from Hebrew when the Jews wrote to the prophet. The prophet instructed him to learn Syriac. Also, in this he did. Zayd thus came to perform the important function of an interpreter for the prophet in his dealings with non-Arabic speaking people. And he continued to read. He documented all the surahs till he got grown and died and all that. But he wasn't even 13 yet. But
now that's an interesting fact. But Asiatic, you could have used that to beat K.O.T. up.
K.O.T. don't know.
Yeah, that's what Soul almost got me at that rebuttal, because I know about this information.
Because once you get into why they speak in the right Hebrew, once you get into why the Jews is in communication with them, who was they getting they lick from?
That 12-year-old kid was learning from. Who wrote these surahs, man. I'm trying to figure out who wrote the first sword. That's what I'm still trying to figure out.
You need to figure out why they was writing in Hebrew. That's what you need to figure out.
It's Hebrew in the Quran.
I'm talking to K.O.T.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
The prophet said, Zayd learned the writings of the Jews for me. See, he went to learn it and instructed the prophet. So Muhammad asked him to go learn Jews' writings.
So now, let me ask you this, K.O.T.
He come from an intelligent family.
So now, did Muhammad exist?
Yeah, I would say he did, but they got people that's
okay. Was he in communication with the Jews? Was he in communication with the Jews?
Not until he started slaving them. You know, he was not like that. This 12-year-old kid was in communication with. Yeah, he was on a conquest. This is what it's about. He conquering lands in this
So Muhammad was conquering lands. Muhammad was conquering the Jews.
He would conquer land. Yeah, he needed him to infiltrate first. He would get their religion and all the stuff they knew. Then he went in and started slaving them. That's document. I did it in my last way. He slaved them. And made them worship the new religion.
That's a lie. His wife, Khadijah was descended from them. was descended from black Jews in Medina. His
Muhammad
wife,
enslaved no Jews.
he married into a family of black Jews.
You said Muhammad enslaved a Jew,
His
man.
wife, Khadijah. His wife Khadijah married into a black Jewish family.
So you telling us the
His
rise
wife,
of Islam
Khadijah,
did not kidnap Africans?
She was from Medina. She was from Medina. That's where she was from. That's why when he left Mecca, he went to Medina.
Yeah, I'd have definitely went into that, bro.
Medina.
I'd have definitely. You could have saved a lot.
You don't know that history. He married into them. The early caliphs was
you could have
buried
saved
in
a
black
lot of
Jewish
that
graves.
migration talk, and you could have brought this out, and he already admit Muhammad exists. Now you lied with the time.
Hey, hold on.
It was buried in black Jewish
Cite
graves.
your source. What you quoting? Cite your source.
Who? Medina? Who?
No, your
Khadijah?
source you read from. Using a Muslim source. What you using?
His wife Khadijah. You could look her up.
Where you reading? No, where's you reading from?
Huh?
Where's you reading your information from that you're speaking of?
Khadijah.
What's your source?
Muhammad's wife. Medina.
What's your source?
She was from Medina.
What's the source?
That's
the
common
information.
Islamic. You see,
what's the source of information, man? Because a lot of Islamic Muslims are false liars and all that, man. And I got this information already that they make up most of all this stuff. So whatever you're gonna bring up, they make up most of that stuff, man. And it's documented by Muslims that they made it up. So you can bring any of that up. I'm gonna bring up that the Muslims say they made that stuff up just to fit the narrative, man. You didn't know that? I told you they got you, man. They treat you.
I'm asking you, where does K.O.T? I'm asking you, where does the Quran get the information it had that men ain't supposed to know at that time? It goes into great detail about the trimesters and pregnancy, stuff like that. Who else other than God is you gonna get that information from?
Man, they already knew this information, man.
Embryology.
Show it. Show one spot that knew about the trimesters of pregnancy, bro.
Show that.
I just told you. Hold on, man. Let's get. Hold on. All that's false interpretation too.
You see what I'm saying?
You right, Swab. You right.
No, but see, that ain't what the debate about. See,
that is what the debate was about.
No, what? That's a scientific point, right? What you're trying to pull.
It's a lot of that in there.
You're trying to pull a scientific point, which that get debunked.
No, it's not a scientific point. It's showing.
Trying to form
it's showing
translation to what science said when they false.
It's showing without modern technology, these people weren't supposed to have that intelligence, unless you got to go into a certain.
No, man, the people had that intelligence for over 100,000 years, man.
Okay, well,
that's false.
Okay,
technology been around way before that.
Not K.O.T. That sound good, but show me.
I showed y'all plenty of other stuff. The Sumerians, man, the Egyptians, man. All these people got this information, man. I don't know why you playing.
Embryology.
You mentioned way before this time.
You wasn't gonna have it in the debate today.
Yes.
If brother would have brought it up, I showed him. And I'm not going to.
No, you would. You told him to Google
Sumerian information.
You told him
what
to
you
Google.
said. Hold on. What was your question about the trimester? Let me go ahead and shake him out.
I'm saying, how did the Muslim get that info? How did the Quran get that information?
They get it was before the Quran. That's what I'm telling you.
Show me.
But what information of what though? Of trimester, what you said about
of how the germ come in and fertilizes the egg, and the steps that proceeds that, following the ending up with the trimesters. How did you get that? How do you get knowing that the sludge or whatever, however the Quran worded, the sperm, how it is relationship to the egg, like the Quran explains?
They also lived among the Yemenites, man, African tribes. This stuff is common knowledge among the tribes back there. They knew this stuff. They didn't have no science stuff. This stuff is natural.
What
stuff? No, man. That's the point. But let me go. I'm going too much. Hold on. Yeah, y'all think people were dumb back then. That's what I'm trying to say.
No. History shows people was dumb back then, regardless of what I think.
No, man. I got information that's not true.
But are you going to be able to convince an audience that looks at general history? You got to understand, you're coming with alternative history. General consensus says they wouldn't know nothing about that. It got to be divine that they got that information. If it's divine,
I will show you. And hey, somebody want to debate that, we can debate it. And I'll show you where the information comes from.
Yeah, you could set that up, but you would have died on that today. You would have been saying that in the debate. You want to debate that?
The
No,
debate was
I want you to show me now.
I
want you to show me now. I want you to show me now that people have the intelligence to understand the sperm.
That's on a scientific level. What you talking about? That's
whatever you talk about. The point is that if science hadn't advanced at that point, which history tells you it wasn't, how did the Quran get that information? It must have been divine. And if it's divine, there's only one God.
Man, science is big. But if I keep telling you science is before then, you go off of false science. That's made up. I said somebody want to debate, I'll show you science before then.
You preaching.
This knowledge been
you in the pulpit. You asking for tithes. I'm telling you.
This ain't no debate right here. Ain't no debate.
He ain't make that up, K.O.T.
This ain't no debate. I know that. That's what I'm saying. This is before the Quran. So I'm telling you. And I say, if you want to debate it, we can. You want to add that on your schedule?
No,
you think that's from the Quran?
I don't want to debate it.
I'll talk to Asiatic.
I just want to beat you up on the information.
Hey, Swab.
No, see, I go deep in that information on debates.
Can I be heard? Oh, peace to all y'all. Man.
Who that? Facts on
the panel. Yeah.
Peace. What's good, man?
I'm riding through an area. I can be heard because I'm riding.
Yeah,
through
you good.
You
good right now.
I normally drop off. In this area, I don't really have good service. I got to go back and watch the debate, man. From what I'm hearing, I just tuned in real quick. I'm probably about to drop off, but there's a couple points that I just heard real quick that I just wanted to make a slight correction on both parts. Like I said, peace to both of the debaters. I seen the title of the debate, and just from what I'm hearing,
long ass intro.
Sound like you fell off.
Should have got straight to your information.
I'm about to say this is new information. That's what we're talking about right now.
When they were talking about when K.O.T was talking about one thing you got to understand is that they both. Hey, Swai, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Because like I said, I'm in this area. Look, when I get out of this area, like, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right back.
Just go. You good? Just go.
No. Because I'm about to drop my daughter off.
Okay.
Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay, you got it.
But it was a couple points that I heard that I definitely. I think both. I think you know how they say the truth lies in between. So it was. I think both of the brothers were making good points. But there was. I just wanted to make a slight correction on. I want to say correction. I'll just say like meet halfway in the middle on the information. That's it. But yeah, give me a couple minutes. I'll chime back right back in, bro.
Okay, bet. Yeah, man. Shout out to K.O.T and Asiatic Ride, man. Put it down today. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. If y'all in there. You in the back?
I'm gonna do a video on it though.
Who in the back? Nobody's in the back.
I'm doing a video on that though. About the birth, because ink. So you get to the ink it tell you about the scientific methods, how they'll cut people using the sperm, all this stuff, man. Just waiting for the Quran. They just took stuff out of old theology.
Man, I heard that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I already know the stuff for it.
And why the Bible? Why the Bible ain't got it? Why the Bible ain't got it? Why the Bible ain't got it?
So we had. Why I got to have it?
I got to have it.
It speaks of stuff about it, but it ain't on that point. And it does have it, not in the Bible right here. We got.
So now
got
you
other
got
books
it.
that's supposed to be in the Bible.
You come from why I gotta have it to.
No, not in the Bible. I'm talking about in this book we got now. The 66 to 86
go with it is the Quran.
They don't have all the books in it. But if we go into other books, they had this stuff though. That's supposed to be in the Bible.
Go with it is the Quran.
No, man. I'm talking about other prophets. Why the Quran ain't called the Book of Muhammad? That would have solved it all. The Book of Muhammad. Oh, that's one of the prophets. The Book of Muhammad. This whole book called a whole new Quran, built off a whole new religion. That's what throw it all. Man, it's science in everybody religion and culture, man. That's why it's science in everybody culture. And it's like the stuff like you talking about serious and all that. That's before science, and that's not even the Quran culture. That's not none of that. You trying to take somebody else's culture, and they got stuff before science. It could be in the Quran, but it's before the Quran. You know that. The people with serious beat, serious sit, and all that over the Dogon and all that. That's before the Quran. The Quran just stole their theology and added in their book. And you know that. So you said, hold on, are the Ishmaelites the Dogon?
Uh-huh.
Are the Ishmaelites the Dogon?
Huh? I know they got Levite cosmology and Dogon cosmology.
Are the Ishmaelites the Dogon?
I ain't say the Israelites with the Dogon.
The Ishmaelites, not Israelites.
You said Ishmaelites?
Yeah.
Well, they related. They based on Eurasians.
Are they? They're related to the Israelites too, because you know that. I said,
they black Asiatics. They based on Eurasians.
Are they the same people or are they two different tribal people? Are they the Israelites, man? That's what I'm asking.
Two different people. No, the Israelites is the Israelites
from Abraham.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's telling, all right, and you telling us that the Dogon information is in the Quran. That's how you got like information from these other cultures around. And his history tell that. That's how like y'all took a lot of, but y'all took this from other people's culture, put in y'all book.
In the
before your book, that's what I'm trying to tell SWAT. That's how y'all got this information.
The Bible.
This had no man. See, hold on. I go back to the scriptures.
Hold on. So the Bible
is what we call it today.
The Bible didn't take from other people's cultures and put it in a book.
Great point, Swab.
The translation is
compilation.
Not the original scripture. No, that's why I said the Bible. I specifically said I go back to the scripture.
But K.O.T, you know what you said in this?
You said the Bible. You talking about this book with translations?
No. I'm talking directly. Come on, bro. How did nothing? Listen, you said Allah was Satan, bro.
Yeah, he is.
All right. Swag, can you hear me, Swag?
Yeah, he said because Satan came as El. He came as El. There's no, it came as Allah. The Bible tells you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Damn, I just came in on a great point. Oh shit. All right. that was crazy. I just came in on that point with the whole Allah thing, which is a whole misnomer. Let me go back to the first point I was about to say when it was all right. The whole thing about the Hebrew being in the Quran and this, that, and the third. You gotta understand when you talk about Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic is the younger cousin of those. They're all it's all a family language.
Yes.
That's basics, right? So when you talk about there's a lot of words that's in that are Hebrew and they're Arabic and Aramaic, they all come from the same language family. So if you hear a word like shalom and salam, they're basically like the same. They both mean the same thing, peace. They sound the same. So there's way many other examples I could go through with that. So that to me, that's like a moot point.
I got a question for you.
Hold on. Let me just finish. That K.O.T, hold on. That was to you. When I heard the brother Asiatic was saying with Khadijah's as far as her uncle and he didn't even say her uncle. It was actually her uncle. He wasn't from Medina. He was from Mecca. Medina comes later. Khadijah's uncle is the one. We're going by the narrative of the song, right? Khadijah's uncle, which is his first wife,
her family.
That's her uncle, right? When Muhammad first got the visions that he was getting, he thought he was going crazy.
Yeah.
She took him to her uncle.
She was wealthy,
well-respected.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Their family was wealthy.
Right.
Traders, merchants.
Exactly. But her uncle was a real well-respected, what you would say, Israel. I don't like to use the word Jew because that's something that comes later. They weren't identifying themselves as that. But there was a heavy Israelite presence in Mecca at the time. You know what I mean? That's not something that's
Melanated though.
unknown.
Melanated, right?
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They definitely a heavy Israelite presence of melanated Israelite Israelites that were there in Mecca, right? So
Yeah, they were slave owners. You're right.
right. No, this is before all of that.
No.
This is before all of that. This
That's
is
playing that
before.
man.
See, this is before. Like when he thought he was
Make
going
it ready to
crazy,
answer some questions.
and he was look, and he
Try
was
to put,
having
y'all
these
try to put
visions.
the games up.
Listen. Her uncle
You finna
is
rock
the
with
one
some
who
questions.
told him about his visions and said, "No, you're not going crazy. And what you're going through is such and such. This is what the scriptures talk about." That's where you get the whole prophecy thing. That's where that comes from. Where her uncle validated him.
You said the Bible. Oh no, the Bible don't mention that. You nonsense. Who the first person to speak Arabic, man? Get out of that. Who the first person to speak Arabic? You want to play this game?
You gotta look at what he unpacking though. What he unpacking is real.
Hold on,
though,
Asiatic. Hold on, no, it ain't. I know that's false.
Facts only.
Who the first person to speak Arabic?
Who's the first one to speak
Answer my
Hebrew?
question, brother. Don't play around. Man, look at this dude. I ask you a question. You don't even want to run around the corner. Who the first person to speak Arabic?
You're asking me an irrelevant
Get out of
question.
here. Get out of
here.
Get out of here. No more talking for you. You can't answer one
K.O.T,
question.
you don't even.
Who's the first person to speak?
You come out here with a riding on Muhammad back. Get out of here, man. Get out of here riding on Muhammad back. Get out of here.
Listen, we can go into.
All right, answer my question.
Muhammad. Listen,
I'm
not. Listen, bro.
Who first person to speak Arabic, brother?
Listen, we can go into any language family. You can't name the first person to speak any language in the world.
Who the first speak Arabic, brother?
In history.
He said nobody knows. You know who the first?
No, how would you know
he
that?
Said it was a brother
question.
language. He let you know it's a newer language. Hold on.
Who's the first person to speak?
Okay, so no. So let
if it's newer.
Hey, Swad, do you hear how silly that
let's
question
ask it like this. Hold on. Who was the first people to speak Arabic?
People to speak Arabic, I wouldn't know that answer. The same way I wouldn't know the answer. Who's the first people to
question?
I'm telling you, any language that you pick, you can pick any language that's spoken in ancient times or anything and say who's the first person or people to speak
Muhammad back. You're right on Muhammad sled when you came in.
Muhammad, listen, Muhammad is just listen, bro.
K.O.T.
Listen,
you don't know what these languages be saying, K.O.T. You don't know what these languages be saying.
Hold on.
Man, y'all do not know history on this stuff, man. The people didn't exist.
Yeah, all right.
None of this. You're bullshit, man. He can't answer my first question. He didn't know who speak Arabic, and he coming up with his nonsense. I don't even want to play that. Get up out of there, man.
Who's the first person to speak Hebrew?
With Abraham formed it in the Hebrew. It come from Asiatic.
Man, stop it. Who was the first person?
When we came out the boat, dude. You didn't know that.
I'm looking for a name.
We formed that Hebrew off of Asiatic tongue, dude. Don't you know that?
That you're not answering you're not answering the moot question you asked me. Who's the first person?
I just told you.
You said it?
Who
said
the
a name?
Called Hebrew? Abraham.
Abraham was the first person to speak Hebrew.
It comes off. It formed off Asiatic dialect. Yes.
So Abraham is the first person to speak Hebrew.
We came from Syria. You didn't know that either.
You want to die on that?
You didn't know that either.
You want to boat? Hold on.
You want to debate that?
You want to die on
that?
Hold on, K.O.T. Slow down, bro. So you're going to die on that Abraham is the first person to speak Hebrew?
You don't even know. Hebrew is an English word, so you're not even gonna know what it's about.
I didn't think,
you don't even know the original name of the language.
I didn't think you would stand on that.
It formed through. Yeah, let's debate it. I just said let's debate it. Well, you gonna play games?
First of all, I don't debate, but Abraham.
You don't even know what that language was called before Abraham, man. You don't even know what language was called before Abraham, do you?
What was it?
Exactly. Not only play, we're gonna debate it. You say you want to
hold on.
Debate.
What was it?
What was it? We're gonna send it our premise, and you have all that in your premise. We're gonna debate. Don't worry about it.
Canaanite.
No, you can answer
Hebrew.
my question.
Canaanite
That wasn't the Canaanite language.
hold on.
Man, that was our language. That wasn't their
Asiatic,
language.
don't save him. Don't save him because he done dug himself a hole.
He ain't saving nothing. You the one need to be saved. I ain't finna give you the answers, man. You can answer the question. For the first person to Arabic.
When I first came over, I said
I don't know.
Arabic is the youngest out of the three.
I said they're
all family languages, right?
And that's why I asked you what people spoke it first.
Definitely family.
You asked me who was the first person who spoke it.
And
then
so
you tried to
then
you tried to open it up to who the
family with Asiatic too.
Swab
hold on.
Who the first people were.
He can't
answer
none of these
Asiatic
questions.
too.
We got 2 Arabs online right now. Man, get up out of here.
Oh man.
Hey, I asked you the question you can answer. Now you want to answer from the question I'm giving you.
You know what? Do you know what Arab means?
Yeah,
could give a damn about an Arab.
Somebody in the back, I don't know who that is.
About an Arab, bro. Who we talking about?
Arab means mixed breed.
Peace, brother.
Oh, it's not.
Peace, brother.
No, it don't. It don't actually don't. But it's close. But it don't. It don't mean that. But that's close. That's close. But it basically, if you want to talk about the Quran speaks against Arabs, so what's your point with the whole Arab thing?
He the one said Muhammad there.
I don't give a damn about an Arab.
Tell me,
the Quran says the Arab. The Quran says it, and the Quran says Arabs are the worst.
He was from the family of Hashem. His grandfather, Abu Muttalib, Amir Ullah Hashem. He's attested in the Roman records. They was doing trade with them out of Hijaz. People don't know his family was powerful. They wasn't lightweight. They was controlling trade in the Hijaz. But Romans they was untaxed by the Romans. Amir Ullah Hashem was untaxed by the Romans. And his brother. His brother was controlling trade all the way to India and China. They was untaxed.
To these people.
Yeah, K.O.T.
We gonna connect them.
I came on.
Not Pete, brother. I'm just
drop off because I'm about to go in the crib and tend to family business. But nah, I really came on just when when I heard the brother Asiatic saying as far as that Khadijah's uncle's from Medina, he's actually from Mecca, and they were a prominent Israelite family. Just to show that the Israelites were prominent in Mecca. So what's in the Torah and everything wasn't foreign to that area at all. They were there.
Yes.
They were there. Yes. This was before Medina. Medina was happened after the migration.
Yeah, they did.
Out of Mecca. And that
go ahead.
And I was gonna say it's not that when what I came on wasn't to contentious in a contentious way. It was just to make a slight correction on that, and then
I just want to jump
also with you, K.O.T. with that whole thing. The crazy thing is that I hear Israelite brothers talk all the time, and it baffles me how ignorant y'all are to the actual connection between Arabic. Listen, between Arabic, Aramaic, and Hebrew. So they swab when I came in and I said, damn, it's crazy because y'all start talking about Allah. Allah is not foreign to the Israelites.
It's not.
It's not foreign.
Hey, see, it's information y'all don't know yet. That's why I said it's information y'all don't know yet about
at all. Because listen. First of all, listen.
Y'all really don't get it yet.
Listen, and I'm gonna drop off with this. I'm gonna drop off with this. Allah is actually a connection of two words, al and la. The la means actual God. The la is the or the, meaning like the God or the Most High God. So Allah is just like when you combine two words and you get Allah. So
before you jump off,
go ahead, bro.
Connect Ishmael. Connect Muhammad to Ishmael before you jump off. So you don't get
Connect
what the debate was about.
Muhammad to Ishmael. Listen, bro, you keep bringing this back to Muhammad. I'm telling you,
That's what the debate
it's
about.
bigger
This
than
is
him.
this is supposed to be a show about this, man. That's what I'm saying.
It's bigger
That's
than
what
him.
went through the. I know that. That's what I know. I ain't saying all the information you said. It's false, but I'm saying the point of this debate, what we talking about, he could not connect none of this to back to Ishmael.
And I said when I came on, when I listen, I said when I listen, K.O.T. I said when I came on, I did not hear. I'm gonna go back and listen to the debate. I looked at the title and then I just tuned in as I was on my way home on the post debate show, and I heard what y'all was talking about. So I'm gonna go back and listen to the debate, and I'm quite sure it was an interesting debate. And like I said, salute to both of y'all because from the title, it seems like an interesting topic. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm gonna go back and watch the debate, and just like I came on just to make them that, you know what I mean, just to put my input on that, and salute both of y'all brothers for even still having these type of topics, because no matter what nobody say, these topics are interesting and they're needed still. You know what I mean?
Peace, brother.
But salute to the league, salute to SWAB, salute to you Asiatic, salute to you K.O.T, and salute to everybody in the league. And I'll tap in with y'all brothers when I get the chance again.
Yeah, I thought Asiatic called you up here. That's why I jumped.
Man, stop it.
Hell
nah. Nah, peace to y'all brothers, man.
Yeah, that brother on the ball.
Peace.
Nah, I say the first Muslims were Arab Jews. First Muslims were Arab Jews from the Lockmead stronghold, and it's documented.
Yeah, but we don't connect Islam to Muslim. That's what you gotta understand. There's a Hamitic tradition of Muslims. They got nothing to do with the Quran or Muhammad or nothing. That's what I'm saying.
They was
he tried
black,
to connect that.
K.O.T.
I know they black, but they wasn't the people we talk about in the book. What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They got nothing to do with the Quran.
The Bible tell you that Kedar was absorbed into Judah. What do the Bible? You got to look at the book. Y'all don't even be reading the book,
hold on,
man.
You ain't listen.
Why do it say Kedar was absorbed into Judah? Man, y'all don't even be reading these books.
No, see, you mistranslating, trying to corroborate it with a scripture.
Y'all don't even be reading these books.
Hey, bro,
was Kedar absorbed into Judah?
I gave.
Was the tribes of Kedar
I gave you the historic.
Judah?
Yeah, they rate. Yeah, a lot of them rate that women. Yeah.
Well, the Kedarites
which Kedar?
Absorbed
Which Kedar? Because you know,
in the Torah.
Hold on, you got one from Ham, and then you got one come from Ishmael.
Oh man,
you know that, right?
With the Kedarites were absorbed into Judah. David married Bathsheba. Solomon married Sheba. They kept on marrying Cushite Arab women.
No, this
man, yeah.
Your problem, brother. You keep
Moses. Why did Moses marry Zipporah?
Listen, hold on. Some of your information ain't false, but your information false about Muhammad. You keep connecting them to Muhammad. That's how it's not
if they
Quran.
keep on marrying
black
Arabs, if they keep on marrying black Arabs, how's it false?
Muhammad has nothing to do with these people.
Over and over in the Bible, they keep on marrying. David marries Bathsheba.
That's why I said your information.
Solomon marries Sheba. Moses marries Zipporah. They keep on Hagar.
Yes,
they
brother,
keep on marrying.
Yes, but you cannot connect them.
They keep on marrying black Arab women.
You're missing the point of this whole topic of debate or anything. You cannot connect them to the Quran.
Man.
Show me your connection to the Quran.
So how can when the Quran come, how is it so foreign to an Israelite? How is it so foreign to an Israelite?
The Quran tell you to kill the Israelites.
How is it so foreign to an Israelite?
Christians and stuff. Don't you know that?
Into Ishmaelite family lines.
You keep trying to run past the question.
Black Arabs. How is it foreign?
Why is you keep trying to? How is you connecting Muhammad to Ishmael?
Wow, for real?
Your information about genetics ain't nothing wrong with it.
Oh.
And they keep on marrying.
Connect Muhammad them to Ishmael.
Hey, hold on. My bad. That's what I'm still trying to get to. My bad. Hold on 1 second. Where at, Moore? Hey, Moore, where at, bro? Just tell me the channel. Where? Oh shit! Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, brother AJ, like I ain't saying you wrong about your genetics and that, but you can't connect them to the Quran is what I'm trying to say to you. That's what the point of what I'm trying to get at.
Oh shit, dark side.
K.O.T, you don't look at the Kibbutz Nagas either. You got to look at the Kibbutz Nagas.
No, I'm talking
That's
about
that's scripture
historically.
right there. I'm telling you, the Kibbutz Nagas, the Sheba cycle, or the Kibbutz Nagas, that tell it too, because it talk about the relationship with Solomon and what
The
was going
Quran,
on
how you
between her.
connect the Quran to them people is what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Bible. How you connect the Quran to these people you bringing up? That's what I'm saying. That's all you got to bring in the debate.
It's a bunch of Israelites and Ishmaelites in the Quran. Black ones.
I know, but you brought up good information on genetics and migration routes, but you didn't connect them to that book or the guide. That's what I'm saying. That's where my contention is at. It ain't your information on that is wrong, is that you didn't connect it to this Quran.
No, I needed to condense to open.
Yeah, but I still want to know how you gonna connect these people to that Quran.
You got the format though. You good.
No, I'm saying right now,
that.
you got the flow. You should have 1% evidence historically that connects those people to that book. You should think 1% evidence historically showing me that them people connect to that book. To a Surah. They wrote a Surah. They had a Surah when they traveled.
I can't say they wrote a Surah though, man, because it came from the Most High. I can't say they wrote it. They didn't write no Surah.
See, that was my point. Well, I ain't saying your information wrong on these people. Your information, I'm just saying you can't connect it to the book.
The Ad and the Thamud, are South Arabian.
Because the Muslims, like you brought up, Muslims been before the Quran. That's what I'm saying. But these Muslims, that's what the Quran ain't the same Muslims that's before the Quran. That's what I'm getting at too.
But see, the Ad and the Thamud, they would have had to have Dinka and Noor DNA, like dark skinned East Africans. The Ad and the Thamud, they would have had to have like Dinka or Noor or Anahuac type of DNA. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That would be old Arabs and people like Dogon. That's old Afro-Asiatic or basal Eurasian DNA. So, you know, that's the type of book. You know,
I'm saying you connecting the people to Rasta, but you ain't connecting them to this book still. I'm saying
that's not Rastas. Those was Arabs. They was in the Levant too. They was in Israel too. That's Dinka and Noah DNA up there, and Beja, like East Africans with them big afros and Yoruba too.
No, man, you naming a lot of Ishmaelites, but they ain't got nothing to do with the Quran. That's what I'm getting at. You bringing up genetic stuff on actual Ishmaelites, but they got nothing to do with this Quran. That's what my contention
Israelites and Ishmaelites.
I'm not saying the people you're wrong about a lot of people. I'm saying you're wrong about this book is theirs. They don't claim that book. That's what I'm saying. You don't claim it because the real Ishmaelites.
Africa is 40%
the people trying to
Muslim.
You brought.
They do claim it.
But you know, okay.
Africa
the people over there. The people over there is not Ishmael. The people over there that run the Quran and run Islam that printed these books, they not of Ishmael. That's the whole point I'm saying.
The people is
you bringing up people in your debate who is of Ishmael, but you can't connect them people to that book.
What people?
So you think I'm saying information false on who Ishmael is? No, you can't connect these people to this book. I know, but you can't connect them to that Quran. That's what this whole point was. My contention of the debate is you can't connect these people you bringing up to this book, to that Quran. Historically, anyway, you could just throw a name. I mean, anybody can put a name in the book. That's what I was saying. I wanted some evidence saying these people that migrated you brought up was connected to this Quran. They had a surah. They had something about Allah that
so
they brought.
You wouldn't accept Mesopotamian cylinder seals with Ishmael in them?
Yeah, but I'm saying how you gonna connect them to Muhammad and the Arabs?
Well, they telling you that Ishmael was in the area of northwestern Arabia. That's what the Mesopotamian cylinder seals are saying.
See, the thing is, a lot of Mesopotamia says that Mecca was in 2000 BC. Mecca wasn't even inhabited in the Gilgamesh.
Man, they all went to. They all went to. When we look at Hobab and Hobab and what's his name, Jethro and Moses, when they traveling together, That's where they go. Moses take the children of Israel into Paran, into Arabia. That's where he take them. Am I lying?
No, but I'm just saying, how'd you gonna connect them back to the Quran though?
But why did he take them into Arabia? What did they do? Why did he take the children of Israel through Mount Sinai and into Arabia in the wilderness of Paran?
That's not
Why did
down there with Mecca and stuff like
mind you, the Ark of the Covenant is going before them. We just went over this the other day in Numbers 10. I believe it's like 29 or 31. Moses is moving with the children of Israel through the Sinai Peninsula, and the Ark of the Covenant shows up of the Lord and guides them into the wilderness of Paran in Arabia. Now we got to consider that.
Okay,
what was they doing? Why did he take them there?
You know that the book tell you that the book tell you the Israelites pretty much stayed almost a side all their life, pretty much. They lived around their brethren. They tell you that they lived around either.
I mean, they was nomads.
Yeah, they didn't go down to Mecca though. That's what history say.
Yeah, they was nomads.
Yeah, but history say they never went to Mecca.
Because once Arabia and the Syrian desert and the Levant started to dry up, everybody became fucking nomads. All our people started moving. You know what I mean? You had to, because you had to go to where the water was. You know what I mean? So in one season you had to be here, and another season you had to be there. If you had cattle, you had to move. So that's why we see that circum-Arabian nomadic pastoralism. And then when we get to Abraham, what is he doing? He's pastoring.
That's what you said. Now connect them back to the Quran. That's what I'm saying.
It's right, I know there. Ishmael. It's real life science.
No, I'm saying I know Ishmael my cousin, but you got to connect them to this Quran. See, that's what my point is. You can't connect Ishmael to the Quran.
The whole cattle culture is in the Quran. Surah 2 is al-Baqarah, the cow. What you think they're talking about? You think they just saying the cow to say the cow? It's talking about pastoralism. It's talking about pastoralism, and it's talking about whatever spiritual wisdom is in the text. But we can't overlook the title. It's talking about pastoralism. And then you got black Arabs in the Sahel called the Bekara.
Is Mecca the mother of all cities?
Man, brother,
Is Mecca the mother of all cities?
It is. It's older than the pyramids.
But the Bible says Jerusalem is the mother.
The Kaaba been there longer than the pyramids been here.
You see what I'm saying? You still think the same God? Why the Bible say Jerusalem is the mother of us all?
The Kaaba been there longer than the pyramids been there.
You don't see that's a different God though in the Bible? He's saying Jerusalem the mother of all, and the Quran saying the Mecca.
It's the old religion. It's the old time. That's why you see Islam. that's why you see it in the Akkadian. You see it in Sumerian. You see the SLM. You see the consonant root in Akkadian. You see it in Sumerian. You see it in Arabic. You see it in Hebrew. But the Sumerian ain't even supposed to be Afro-Asiatic. It's a language isolate. So how does an Afro-Asiatic? It's an Afro-Asiatic.
Hold on, you said.
No, Sumerian
not supposed to be Afro-Asiatic.
Sumerian is not Afro-Asiatic. It's a language isolate. That's what they say. But how does Salam? How does it have?
Hold on, you talking about ancient Sumer, right?
Yes, it's an Afro-Asiatic substrate.
Negroes, them Negroes. We landed in Sumer when we got off the boat after Noah's flood. That's how we got there. Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and we spread out. That's how we lived in Sumer.
Bro,
we came from there. Us Hebrews come from Shem, from the Syrian land.
The people in Sumer back migrated. They back migrated. They already been back in Africa. The Sumerians.
We came from Africa before the flood, the garden and everything, before the flood. And then after the flood, we landed in Sumer. And then we migrated from there back out. Because Nimrod built the city of Babel over there. That's what I'm saying. Us Negroes was already there. We the ones get off the boat with the flood.
Of course,
so you're going to have the patterns there because we've been there. We've been there since the flood. After the flood, we got off the boat. So
you know what the flood
spreading back out.
The flood is them white people coming in. That's what the flood is.
Yeah.
I'm
I know
telling
that's one mention.
I'm
That's
telling
one
you,
mention
That's
of
right.
one of the scriptures.
that's
That's an
the
allegorical
flood.
term in one of the
The
scriptures.
flood,
Yeah,
the
that's true in one
flood
scripture.
is them crackers coming in and usurping them Afro-Asiatic city-states. That's the
Mm-hmm.
flood.
Why
That's
you
Noah's
hold
flood.
on? Why you call them Afro-Asiatic though?
Because them states was black Asiatic speaking city states.
No,
Yes.
but there was Negroes. It
Because
wasn't
they
when you
was
getting
black
Asiatic. It wasn't no Asia yet
Afro-Asiatic
though.
speaking city states. And when them
And
No,
crackers
but it wasn't
came
no
in,
Asia.
that was the flood. And we see the results of the flood now. We got Lebanese
yeah,
that ain't Lebanese. We got Arabs that ain't Arabs. We got
yeah,
Who that
people
talking? I
from
rather not.
Judah that ain't Judeans.
yeah.
We got people from Israel that ain't Israelites. They
That's
ain't the
right.
real nothing
It's
up
that.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, brother. See, it's a lot of information be on point, but you just can't connect them the Quran to
And
Ishmael. That's you still ain't get to him. Yeah, we getting that. It wasn't
Hey,
about you false about your people. You false about them making this
the
Quran.
flood.
That's the point of the
Why that's why we see the
debate.
boat. That's why we see the boat settle down in Turkey. It's trying to tell us something. Because that's where the hell them Europeans came down in at first. They came in through Turkey. And then they come down through Turkey. They come out of the Caucasus and the Zagros Mountains, and they come to fuck down on our people with great wrath, just like the Quran say. And they take over everything and they tear shit up and they start vandalizing and usurping. That's what they did, man.
Yeah, they did.
That's what they did. They
the
ain't
fake
original.
Arabs did too. Like when you read
Yeah, the
about the
fake ones,
story.
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's two
Yeah,
different Arabs, man. They
when you
not
read about
all
the
of them do
story.
not come for Ishmael.
Like y'all may not think it like what I'm saying is true, but when you read about the story in the Old Testament, it's actually the story of the Islamic caliphates going to take over the territories in Asia Minor.
You see, the Abbasid, when we look at the early caliphs, the Abbasid, that's Abyssinian.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah. Oh,
Ethiopia.
good. Yeah. Pardon me then. Yeah, that's Abyssinian. That's what we gotta. That's what is. That's like a F. That's an ethnonym, because that was Prophet Muhammad's uncle Abbas. But he was like he would look like a person from Abyssinia. You know, it's right there. But you know, we gonna keep on getting it from them cracker ass Arabs. They
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna fucking tell us.
Yeah, but
They ain't definitely ain't
I'm
gonna tell
saying
us.
I'm saying them the ones who pushed that Quran though. That's what I'm saying. The ones you just
No,
said, they're the ones who got pushed the
man,
Quran,
the
man. That's what
Quran's
I'm
our
telling
book.
you. No,
It's
man, I'm
all
telling you,
ours.
man.
Man, the Quran's our
No,
book.
man, I'm telling you. Hey, I'm gonna give you a source to go to, and you ain't gonna be able to debunk the historian, scholars, and geographers. So it's just something you're gonna be stuck on
You
faith
gotta
only.
read the Quran. Something out
Religion
of the
Research
Quran first,
Institute.
K.O.T.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm giving you historical scholars and geographers that says Mecca never exists. Muhammad's story fabricated. All this, they said it's bullshit.
You can't
It's just that the
fabricate the
people believe in
Quran,
this.
K.O.T. You can't.
I'm finna give you. Yeah, you
There's
can.
too much
It's
science in it
fabricated.
to say it came from a man.
No, but you can
That's why our
always
boss was telling you some real stuff.
listen. No, that what was wrong though. What he didn't catch where I would come from. That
He was
science is
telling you
way
the
before the
truth.
Quran. UFOs been here 2, 3, 4,000 years ago. Earth what made in those 6 days like the Quran say. This Bible tell you that's a period of thousands of years. That ain't no 6 normal days.
That's what the
And it's a
Quran say
replenishment.
too.
So
The
the
Quran
Quran
says
fault. No, the Quran.
no. The Quran says that it's a period. It don't say it's days. The Quran
Go
say the
ahead.
same
Explain it.
thing.
Because your
Quran
brother
says that
God Allah said it was 6 days. So when I debated him.
in one place it says days, in another place it says periods, because it's talking about two different circumstances that's still based on the 6. We got the European that was produced under 6, and then we got different type of 6. It's the periods that the heavens and the earth, is much longer than the European been here. He only been here a little while. They only been here 6,000 years.
Okay.
So when it's talking
I'm
about
getting at.
it's talking about somebody's resting on the 7th day. It ain't talking about us. It's talking about them. It's daytime to rest because they've been ruling 6,000 years.
Yes.
It's daytime to sit the fuck down. It's daytime to sit down.
You know what I'm saying?
It's our time to
No,
rule.
I'm saying, but
That's
listen,
right.
because you try to come from a scientific point
not with wickedness though.
The validate the
You know,
Quran. But that
with
don't make it the
justice
same
and equity.
God, you know, of the Bible from science. I'm saying that's what make it the same God due to science. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, yeah, Egyptians didn't have science. What you telling me?
Oh, yeah, they had science. Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
They didn't know days, month, year. Well, I know so much. That's what this whole days, month, years stuff comes from. So this all see, and they had birth and all that. What I'm saying, what you telling me is in the Quran is already in the Sumerian text. It's in the text with Enki when he's trying to make a man and all that out of a monkey and all that. That's what the other
Nah,
people
they
come
ain't
from.
make no. We ain't come
So
from
we
no
come from
monkeys.
Yahweh.
We ain't come
Hey,
from no
No, I
monkeys.
said Enki. Enki is Satan. No, Enki is Satan. He made his own people. What I'm telling you, he used monkeys. We come from Yahweh. We ain't made out of no monkey. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Shalom family. Hey, Asiatic.
Shalom.
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
K.O.T. Thanks on
Shalom.
the crowd, man.
Sure.
Man, good job tonight, man. Good debate, fellas. You know what I'm saying?
Shalom, man.
Thanks, bro.
Asiatic, is there
Yes, sir.
any
Peace and
is there
sure.
any kind of way
Shalom.
is there any kind of way that I can find any of our ancient priests, Israelite priests, calling on Allah, documenting Allah or teaching it in the temple?
Oh, man, that's a good question. I would say we can see we see Jesus call on him. We see Jesus call on Allah, and we know he spoke Aramaic, so we know that would, well, Elohim would basically be you know, maybe my pronunciation is slightly off, but that would have been the name that he called the Father.
Are you saying he would call him Elohim?
Elohim in Aramaic.
Elohim. So
Elohim. Allah, basically Allah or Elah. ELAH. It's basically pronounced the same. It's just like different dialects. Like if me being from Jersey, if I was to go to Louisiana, they would be speaking straight English to me, but they would probably sound weird as hell, and probably for some of y'all too, because the drawl is so heavy. You know, so in certain areas, our pronunciation may have varied, you know, to some degree, but we was basically speaking the same God. You know, that's why we see variations. That's what I get from looking at the phonology. You know what I mean? That's the study of the pronunciation of language. You know, that could be affected by altitude, climate, you know, location, a lot of different things. So, but
yeah, I
it'd
mean,
be the same
names
language.
don't, but names don't change in translation though.
Well,
Especially when we're dealing with, you know, our ancient from our language. You know what I mean? Dealing with our ancient language. So it's like when I understand those type of truths, it's like, well, what are we doing? Because in English, I can say every Hebrew name without changing the name. So, you know, when people get the, you know what I'm saying, mixing and mingling and, you know what I'm saying, and then trying to, you know what I'm saying, blaming it on the language, I'm just like, well, it don't make sense, because we talking about different branches of languages stemming from one language, one root language.
correct.
You
Correct.
know what I'm saying? And for the most part, you know, those words are gonna be so similar, if not the same. It ain't even funny. It's just the dialect. But see, we talking about written script now. You know what I'm saying? We talking about written script, and now you talking about people being able to manipulate and do whatever they want to do and write whatever they want to write.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked about the priests, because according to our heritage, they are teachers. They are spiritual teachers. They are lawgivers. You know, well, you know, they implement the law. They make sure we doing things according. Uh, what else? You know, physicians. So when we look at our priests, they held a lot of positions, you know what I'm saying, to keep our communities right. So I know for a fact they got to have that documented somewhere, but I don't see it. Like if you're talking about that particular title, they would have had to say it. They would
You
have had
you,
to document it.
you never saw you never saw the ALA in Hebrew for Most High and Most High in Arabic. You
No,
never you never saw that.
no.
Yeah, that exists, brother Yashar. But just we could move away from a more sensitive, you know, a less sensitive topic. We could look at like the word afar in Hebrew. Afar in Hebrew is it exists in Hebrew, but it exists in Cushitic too. You know what I mean? And from my point of view, like when I'm looking at linguistics, I don't I don't just want to stay confined to Hebrew or Arabic, even though I fuck with Hebrew and Arabic. I look at it in Cushitic. I look at it in Tamashek, you know, because it's all Afro-Asiatic conceptualization. And a lot of times when we look at it, like say like we find a far in Seho and a far language, but it's just another branch of Afro-Asiatic language. It's in Arabic, it's in Hebrew, but in Hebrew and Arabic it means dust, but in Afar and Seho it means seed. But
And
when we apply that logic to the scripture, say of Quran, and we talking about man being made from dust, in one case we have aimless particles, and in another case we have a seed. You know, so it gives us two, you know, it gives us two varying interpretations. But I think they're both worthwhile to acknowledge and explore, especially in the scriptural context.
okay, so now when I put up when I go to the Hebrew, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna tell you, okay, so 5966, right? Uh 5967. Okay, yeah. So those are the only two words that I can find in Hebrew that deal with Allah, right? So the first one is 5966, and this one definition, or matter of fact, this is the origin of the word Allah. 5966, the prime root, and it means to suck. It's only one definition for it. So then when I jump over to 5967, dealing with the same word Allah, but it's pronounced different. But it's the phonetic spelling is ALAH. That's 5967. The phonetic spelling for 5966 is AWLAH. Allah. So we got the phonetic speaking. We understand that they pronounce that two different ways, but for us, we would look at it as almost the same, right? So then the origin of this word is Aramaic, corresponding to Tesla. And this definition is real. Only one definition, bro. Now, if you can show me anything outside of this that's dealing with Allah, you know, and it relates back to the Father or so have you, then I can, you know, I can take what you're saying into consideration. That's why I say I've never seen it. You say it's there, and I'm like, okay, well, shit, let me go see. And when I pull it up, it ain't there. It's talking about a rib or something sucking. So help me to get some understanding, bro.
All right, I'm trying to pull it up now.
My bad, Taz. I was in the Strongs. I was on a whole nother little tab, bro. My bad.
Oh shit, I'm on here now. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you on deck.
I was sitting here waiting for a little minute.
Yeah, my bad. My bad, bro.
I forgot what I came up for. Y'all go ahead. I forgot what I came up for. Y'all saying something, but I forgot I had to come back to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it. Give me a second, brother Yashar.
Yeah, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, on here, it ain't like StreamYards. When you waiting on here, you don't hear nothing. So I had lightweight, forgot that shit was in the background.
Yahukana, what's good, bro? I didn't know you was on deck. What's the deal, man?
That nigga probably over there asleep.
Yeah, for real. K.O.T, you feel where I'm you see what I'm talking about, Doc, when I say it ain't there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I be trying to see what y'all be saying, man, and I be really trying to make sense of it, man. But shit, man, I be man. Just like when the brother what was this facts only came on here talking that slick shit, and then you know what I'm saying, you go and you fact check what these brothers be talking about, like the shit sound good. You know what I'm saying? It should be sounding like they've been sitting there in the mirror rehearsing that shit for, you know what I'm saying?
It do be sounding good, but it don't be real.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You be like, hold up, bro, wait a minute. Then the nigga getting his feelings and want to change the subject, start deflecting on some other shit. Like,
Nah, I ain't gonna never do that to you, brother.
no, not you, K.O.T.
Never that, son. I got it in Hebrew. It's spelled ELOAH. So it would be kind of pronounced.
What would be the number? Like
Strong's Hebrew 433.
H3.
Strong's Hebrew 433. LO, like kind of like LO, but like, you know, I look at it like me going to Louisiana or going down South Carolina with my cousins in Sumter. You know,
wait,
they
you said H433?
Strong's Hebrew 433.
Okay. I just need to make sure I was on that.
LOR. But we could see it with the you know, the pronunciation.
But hold up though, bro.
What?
Wait a minute. But how you get Allah out of this though? There, wait. Woo! This one is even cold game though. Did you see the definition of that?
433?
Yeah.
Shortened?
Huh? Okay, not the definition, but the outline of Bible usage. You see that?
I'm looking at the Strong's Concordance. That's what I'm looking at.
This is why. Okay, so I remember now. When I seen this, I was like, oh yeah, I can't deal with that. I don't like to deal with the blue letter, but the blue letter is showing.
You said the blue letter?
Yeah, go to the blue letter.
Go to the blue letter?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
H430. Let's see what it's saying about the Bible usage.
I mean, that's not the only one though. I would have to you know, probably dig a little bit for it, but I'll be able to pull it out. That's not the only one. I know it's spelled it's spelled a few different ways.
Yeah, see, if you go to 430, now you're dealing with Elohim.
Yeah, it's spelled a few different ways. Sometimes it's like an H-E at the end.
But see, even okay, all right, even with you being able to pull that up, it still don't. It's you still can't pronounce it like Allah though. You know what I mean? Like that's a whole different
I mean,
pronunciation. You fixing your mouth to say a whole different word, bro.
I mean that's not. I don't think so. Not when we look at phonology and how when you're moving from place to place or you talking about different dialects, it's not that difficult.
All right, I'm gonna go to the etymology of the word.
Yeah, it's really not. I'm just saying we shared it. I'm comfortable with the name Yahweh. I'm comfortable with that too. I understand that I know Yah was in Kemet, pre-dynastic Kemet. I know Yah was already in Kemet.
I mean,
And
that's how
old Kemet.
that's how they identified us as servants, the people of Yahweh.
Yeah.
So
It was in old Kemet. Asiatics was in there early. The motifs is there. Is there.
Okay, so this is what they got. This is what they got, right? They got Arabic Allah, Arabic name for the supreme being, 1702. Allah from Arabic, Allah. Contraction of Ah Ilah, literally the God from all. This is where your boy get this shit from. He went to the so-called etymology of the word and didn't even understand what he was saying. Because all is talking about a false God, the way that it's pronounced or the usage of it in the scriptures. Because when you break down the word, the title God itself, it don't relate back to anything that we have, any language that we have. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Any word, excuse me, any word that we have.
Yeah.
So in the Hebrew, like you say, it relates back to the LOI, which is what you had brought forth, which is the 433. So you rightfully so to even say that according to the information that you have access to. But then when you get off into it, right? When you get off into it, it's like, okay, 433. Let's pull it up in the script.
I will give the brother is, the law is that's
now watch this.
that's
Watch
real
this.
too.
Watch this. This is what I'm talking about. They sacrificed unto devils, not to God, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. This is in Deuteronomy 32 and 17, right? This will refer back to the usage of the word, meaning a false god. Now, we actually can use it and understand it, the usage both times, not to God or our power, as they trying to say, but to the false gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly, excuse me, to new false gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. So I can make sense of the usage in the Deuteronomy according to the usage. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And with this other word that that we can't find right now. Then look, here go another one. It says a heathen god late usage. right?
Mhm. Yeah, I hear you.
And that's in
But it's,
Second Chronicles, Daniel's.
I mean, even if we look, it's just in my opinion, you know, whether you wanna I mean, you could look at it that like that. But when we look at the Aramaic, when we look at, because we know our people spoke Aramaic too, and we see that in Aramaic, it's still a close, it's still very close. It's Elaha, it's still very close. You know what I mean? El
See,
Elyon means
but
most
see,
high. It's
now
Allah in Arabic.
think about this, Asiatic.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Hashatan say he wanted to be like? So everything that he would do would be very similar, from names to actions to anything that he possibly could mimic from the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So look, in the usage of the word, right? If I go to First Chronicles, listen to this. Now, therefore, let not Hezekiah, deceive you, nor persuade you on this manner, neither yet believe him, for no God of any nation or kingdom was able to deliver his people out of my hand. Right? So here we talking about, he's speaking about those false deities. That's in First, Second Chronicles. If I go to Daniel's, now we talking about the heathen gods, Allah, right? Neither shall ye regard, this is Daniel 11 and 37. Neither shall ye regard the power of his father, the God of his father, nor the desire of women, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all. So again, he addressing the false gods, bro. Like the way that the scriptures use Eloah is not of our power, the Most High, as you stated. It's not like that.
That's, I mean, I showed several examples in the you know, I got the sources that, you know, that state that. But, you know, and in the Aramaic it states that, you know, so we will we say that the Jesus in the Injil, is he calling on the devil?
Let's go there. Let's deal with the script. What script is it?
Aramaic?
It's in the Aramaic.
Yeah.
It's in Matthew, Aramaic, the book of Matthew.
Uh
Aramaic New Testament.
yeah, the Aramaic name for God is Allah, Allah too.
You know that's not a name, right?
It's in various forms.
Right. That's a title. Hold
It's in
on.
various, it's in various forms. It means
Okay.
it means awesome, fearful one. The origin of the Aramaic word ilah is somewhat uncertain, though it might be related to a root meaning fear, reverence. It is found only in the books of Ezra, Daniel, mapping the final he for this name, ilah, for
See,
each name.
and I read it out of Daniel already,
Right.
and it's talking about those false gods, bro. And see, that's the thing about what you just read. That's subjective as hell. They not sure about shit that they just wrote right there,
Right.
and you can hear it in the first sentence.
Now look, they got it in Deuteronomy, they got it in Chronicles, they got it in Nehemiah, they got it in Ezra,
Yep. Now,
they
if
got
you
it
touch
in
those scriptures,
Daniel.
you'll see how they talking about this so-called LOI. You
They
see how the
said,
scriptures is referring to this LOI, and it's nothing positive. It's nothing good. It's nothing powerful about it.
we'll have to see that.
See, if Lance would have had the same humility as you when it came down to, you know what I'm saying, breaking down our debate, I wouldn't have went in like that.
What happened with Lance?
We wouldn't have had that back and forth like we had, man. I got disrespectful to the nigga because he started lying. He was lying, bro. He was just blatantly lying. Yeah. He was just blatantly lying. And I was calling this shit out in our pre-debate. And then he started getting real, you know what I'm saying, getting real in his feelings. And I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. You're a fucking liar, nigga. You gotta lie in the debate. So then I went back and did a review on it. You know what I'm saying? And man, lo and behold, man, when I broke that shit down for real, scripture by scripture, and then gave the context to the scriptures that he pulled, it said nothing that he said, bro. Nothing.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. So and you know what, K.O.T? I seen how you broke down that identical. Because man, if you didn't, they would have thought you was shitting on yourself. Because I didn't break it down like you did. And you know what I'm saying, when I brought out the scripture from Melchizedek being identical to Michael, and the way that he tried to flip the narrative, run with the narrative, like, oh man, it's the same. Identical is the same. And I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really run and break it down until I got to the review, man. So man, that was some good shit right there, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah. Like, sure, motherfucker, look, nigga, we ain't talking about identical twins, like two of the same, you know what I'm saying, the identical same cups, bro. But if they two plastic cups, nigga, they have shit.
Yeah, I got it for biblical Aramaic. I just see various. There are various words for God in Aramaic: Eli, E-L-A-H-I, and A-L-H-I, or A-L-O-H-O in Syriac, depending on dialect. The word sounds almost identical to the Arabic Allah. Alternative Aramaic speaking refer to God as Mariani, our Lord, hence the Aramaic phrase Mathani. And then it goes on to Jesus, a handful of Aramaic phrases are included in Greek New Testament amidst the Greek text. Is what Jesus said in Aramaic, his native language. Jesus spoke Galilean Aramaic, a dialect spoken natively north of Judea. There is evidence that this dialect sounded harsh and distorted to the ears of the Jerusalem Aramaic speakers. The distinct accent would immediately give away a Galilean in Jerusalem. Abba, Father.
So that Aramaic that we talk about is not the everyday Aramaic that, you know what I'm saying, even the people that the language actually, you know what I'm saying, is spoken amongst.
Yeah, that would probably have to
be not the same.
Figured out. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. And I appreciate you even bringing that out, because these so-called scholars don't even touch that. They don't bring that out because that's important to understand.
Yeah.
Like you can't sit here and say that the Aramaic that they spoke now and that they write and how they write now is the same that they did back then. Well, the script might be the same, but as far as the pronunciation and the language, stop it.
Yeah, that's hard to keep up with.
Stop it.
They talking about Jesus on the cross though, when he said, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? That's what they use as a reference. But it's definitely it's definitely worthwhile being further investigated. I got some more material on that too. I just have to you know, dig into it.
I don't even think he said that on the cross.
You don't think he said that?
No.
What you think he said?
That I wouldn't even play myself, but that sound like he didn't have no faith in the Father and what he sent him to do. That sound like a twist of the say a Hashatan.
Yeah, I think it depends.
I'm just saying. Like,
it's one way to look at it.
Yeah, I know what you said.
He knew for a fact that the Father never forsook him. You know what I'm saying? He knew that for a fact.
You know, what if it's a different Jesus though?
Let's talk about it, because I don't know nothing about no different. I don't even deal with the Jesus himself or whatever the fuck that is.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's a demon to me, bro.
You think Jesus is a demon?
Yeah, I don't deal with demon. I don't deal with that.
I respect that.
I don't deal with that Jesus.
I don't believe Jesus no demon though.
It's a type, that title. You understand, like, you know, and everything attached to that title. Yeah, I don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's attached to
it? You know, the picture, the fact that he's a pale skin and all this other little weird shit.
Oh, we know that ain't real.
The fact that they changed his entire name to something completely different, like, yeah, that's demonic as hell, bro.
Yeah, we know that ain't real though. We know he wasn't no Caucasian. Like, well, you know, that's from my point of view. I don't think.
Yeah, Yeshua. You talking about Yeshua?
Yeah,
now, that Jesus
that's what I mean. Yeshua.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't conflate the two. I don't say, oh well, yeah, I know who.
Oh,
I know
okay,
who the family is talking about, and you know, I'm coming from that Christianity standpoint and that religious standpoint, but I don't rock with it, bro, because I understand different. But
you respect Yeshua though. You say you respect Yeshua.
Man, that's my priest, bro. That's my high priest.
Oh, okay, yeah. Why you ain't just say that, bro? Come on, stop playing, man. I know that the proper pronunciation, you know, is with the Y. I know that.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's why I said that's another thing, right? That's how I learned that names don't change in translation, right? Like, you can write it in the language that you speak, right? Like Yeshua. I can write Yeshua in English, bro. I ain't gotta write no Jesus Christ to make it seem like, what the fuck is that, bro? Because then when I go back and fact check what that's supposed to be, it's not there.
Yeah.
And then scriptures say that his son, that his son will have his name. You feel me? In his name. So when I look at Jesus, I don't see the Father name nowhere in that. Nowhere. But then when I look at the Hebrew, I hear his name first before you hear anything else.
Yeah, the Hebrew is much better always. The Hebrew
you
of the
Arabic. You want to say Yeshua, or the way that, you know what I'm saying, me and a couple of other brothers say Yahweh Shai, right? I hear the Father's name first, as I should hear his name first, because that's where the power of the Son, that's where the Son get his power from anyway.
Like he said,
so like that makes sense to me. I can't bubble back from the ignorance that he brought me from, just because a lot of the family has, you know what I'm saying, can't really, you know what I'm saying, break ties with that name, because it's you know what I'm saying, they just ain't sure. And I get it. It takes time. But I'm just saying, where I'm at, man, fuck that name. Straight up.
Yeah, sure. It's definitely a real pronunciation. Y on the front.
And man, I you know, I hate to be so blunt like that, because I know I got a lot of brothers and sisters that really still, you know, hold dear to that name, hold tight.
Yeah, that's cool though. Yeah.
but
that's
they feel some
facts.
type of way though. You know what I mean? Like
That's
I
facts
get why
though.
they feel some type of way too, because I was one that was just like that, man. I was, man, couldn't say nothing about my Jesus, bro. I'll get on your shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's facts though. You right on that. Oh, that's how that work right there.
So what's your next debate line? What's the next debate y'all got lined up? Afro
Uh,
Asiatic.
I mean, I ain't even gonna hold you though, Yashar. I'm uncomfortable with, I mean, it went down how it went down, but, man, me and
Man, don't let
Melvin
it.
don't get it. Me
Don't.
and Melvin don't get along for nothing.
Hey, listen, man. I
But it's
don't.
cool. It is what it is, you know?
I've been there. Look. That's
Yeah,
probably, if I go back and I look at the judges and who actually judge mine,
hope that L.
he probably gave me that vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't, man. Listen, man. I got to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just brought this brother in, like Solar, like, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. I'm like, man, who the fuck is this nigga, man? This nigga come
Mm,
here thinking just tell people what the fuck to do because he got books. Nigga,
mm.
he act like he's the only motherfucker that be out here reading and shit. Like, man, get the fuck up out here. So the way that they presented him, I'm like, well, shit, man, let me test his water. Let me see what the fuck he know. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna get on here acting all like, you know, his shit don't stink and all that. I'm like, man, stop it. But at this time, I'm not in the
Real.
league. I'm just a
That's how I see
spectator.
it too.
But now since I'm in the league, and you know, I gotta respect the dude, and you know, it's all good. But let me find out, homie, you over there point shaving because you don't like me, brother. Gonna have some issues. No,
Facts, man. Facts.
okay.
It's all good though, you know. It's respect. Shout out to the league, you know. It's all dope, you know.
Shout out to you, Melvin.
Get the build and dialogue and exchange thoughts with different brothers, you know. Brothers spread all out, you know, all over the field.
That's the love of this league, man. I mean,
Facts.
that's what make this league the league, man, because you got brothers from all over, man. You know what I'm saying, coming together, man. Even though we be banging and banging and banging, once we get through all of that shit, man, you know what I'm saying, it's a good look. It's a real good look. Because now, you know, it ain't about, you know, attacking nobody. It's about really bringing out what you got. You know, you got some new shit, bring it out and scrutinize it. Let's debate about it. You know what I'm saying?
The structure is good. I gotta get my skills up with you know, the setup of the debates and everything, the order of it, you know, the orderliness of it.
Yeah, because initially we come in wanting to get the information out, and the way that
Yep.
we go about doing it, we, you know what I'm saying, we reading the information. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna put our own little twist to it like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna give our understanding of what we just read to the family. But see, at this point, and where the league at now, it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? It's really not about that. It's really about, like they say, man, your PowerPoint and your presentation. You know what I'm saying? How much control you got of your information? You know what I'm saying? Do they gotta squint their eyes to read your shit? Do they gotta read a whole half a novel? You know what I'm saying, before they can get to the point? Because I was like that. I was like that with my information. But I said, you know what? It's a new day out over here in these streets. So I gotta adjust.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. Now I'm gonna just get straight to it. I ain't even gonna play no games.
That's exactly what I got out of that right there. It was trying to put too much into too little time. You know what I mean? It ain't even necessary.
That's
Chop it down.
What you did was presentation style.
Yeah, I got to get chopped way down. You know.
Yep.
And like the brothers were saying earlier, like you saying now, you know, the people, you know, a lot of people lose interest you know, quickly. So you gotta like hit them, you know, get a rhythm, you know, as far as delivery.
Keep their attention.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make them like, you know what, man, you got some more? You got some more?
Right.
Man,
Exactly.
Shit. Yeah.
K.O.T still up there?
Yeah, I'm up here. I'm about to take it in a minute.
Sleeping.
It's almost 4 o'clock where I'm at.
What you say?
I said it's almost 4 o'clock over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's about. Oh yeah, it's almost 4 over here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, man, I ain't even gonna tell y'all my time, man. Y'all gonna be mad at me, so I'm gonna just keep it to myself.
Like that. Something. You all the way in Cali or something, right?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah. Oh, you about to? What is the? Damn, I forgot the time difference. Like,
if y'all on the
it's
west,
like broad daylight over there, right?
if y'all on the east, man, shit, man, I'm what, 3 hour different, 4 hour different, something like that. So right now over here it's 12. It's damn near 12:30. 3 hour different, 4 hour different.
Yeah, where's Swar Boss at? I'm about to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it, bro. They gave
All
me
right.
yeah, I got it. If y'all about to dip, I'm gonna shut it down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you did good, brother, though.
Shalom. Shalom to y'all,
I got to turn up next time, man. Peace, brother.
Man,
Peace, man. Generous
Yeah,
shot.
again, man. Great debate,
good
fellas.
debate, brother.
Wow.
Appreciate it.
Shalom.
Shalom. Yehukanan, are you there, bro? Or you sleep? All right, family. Tomorrow, we're gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. Shalom.